Hi there, my name is Phixfox, and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era. Today we're going to be jumping right on into some player versus player, having a fun time here in single hero mode. All indications I have are that classic mode is just not super well paced. Like, I don't have 3 to 4 hours to play a game, any game. I don't care how good the game is. I understand, for example, my family is really into TI, which is like, I forget what the full name of the game is called. Twilight Imperium. It's a big box game and it literally takes days to play well. My family can sit down and be engrossed in a game like that for literal days. I'm kind of more at like the 4 to 5 hour range before I start to feel kind of meh about things, especially when I have to pause and save off and take a break. There's some Heroes of Might and Magic 2 maps that have clearly taken us 10 plus hours. We're currently in the middle of Sprightly's Darkest Hour, and that takes about 10 hours so far, but it's different. It's different. Especially if it's a player versus player where you can't leave. That feels kind of bad. So anyway, TI is Texas Instruments, Bearded Man says. I appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, hey, are we basically playing against a calculator? Is this Dwarf Fortress? And it's basically one big spreadsheet that we're trying to play as a game? Is it like Stellaris? Bearded Man's in the chat. Soren Denmark's in the chat. We've got Lord Shadowwing. We've got Frodo the Blind. Yes, thank you to everybody that's here right now. And thank you to everybody that'll catch us later on YouTube or Twitch. It's always a pleasure to have everybody here. We're currently about 2.5 minutes into this looking for an opponent. This is actually a bit longer than it typically takes. A little bit surprised. Because when I play at home, I have just enough internet that I can actually play the game. I think that I have opponents rage quit because my internet's not good enough for them to play seamlessly. But when I do play at home, generally we get into game in about a minute or so. So this is actually a little bit of a surprise. Soren says 3 to 4 hours is not enough for classic if you play with 8 to 10 heroes. There you go. Yeah. And who's got that kind of time? Who has that kind of time? I've mentioned this before and I'll say it again. I think that Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era generally has some pacing problems when you try to make an online experience for a game that was traditionally single player. Now, they're doing a pretty good job of it. Don't get me wrong there. They're doing a pretty good job of it, but you didn't build Heroes of Might and Magic 1, 2, 3, 4, or beyond based off of a multiplayer experience. It just kind of naturally sprang out for the people that were interested through like Horn of the Abyss or Game Ranger, etc. And if you try to build the full experience around player versus player, I think you're going to run into some issues. You're going to run into some real pacing issues. It's a bit of a shame that I don't think that you should play Heroes of Might and Magic Olden Era any other way PvP other than single hero mode. Now, to be fair, I haven't really tried classic mode, but even with simultaneous turns, it's just a slog. Just a slog. I've played with my brother a few times, and that was our experience. Was classic is just takes way too long. So anyway, just my 2 cents. Just throwing that out there. Soren says Lexiov is also waiting a long time today. It's because you play against ranking around your own ranking. That's true. And folks, we're right about 1650, 1700 range at the current juncture. I should probably do this while we still have a little bit of time. So this is my general play. Wins, loss. I've been losing more frequently as of late. There was this nifty little thing here. And a few of these losses were because in single hero mode, I straight up lost to the environment. I tried to take a fight that I couldn't. I felt like I needed to. And that always feels bad when that happens, but these things do happen. A lot of Exodus. I think that most people prefer to play Exodus over Vendetta or Sprint or even Jeebus Cross. I think I've only got, one Jeebus Outcast game out of all these. Shout out to Embarker for wanting to play that. Good stuff on him. Yeah, and if you're interested to know for the general, I guess we could just take this out, the actual leaderboard there. Single hero mode is, about 4K is what we're looking at for people. Oh no. Yeah, about 4K is what we're looking at for people at the very, very tippity top of the leaderboard. So 1700, that's right where I'm at right now. I don't have a ton of time to devote to playing Olden Era, and we're still learning, and I'm a bit of a hard gainer. Some people, they will spend the time outside of the game to sit and learn. I learn a game by feel, and that means I need to spend a lot of time playing. Maybe I should be a little bit smarter. Maybe I should do a little bit more stacking things one by one. Folks, Exodus, Vendetta, Harmony. I'm going to go for the Harmony template. We do play Exodus again. And if this gentleman's going to ban out Necropolis, that means that I'm definitely going to ban out Dungeon and go for Grove. I really do enjoy Grove. It's still my favorite faction, although I have had some really fun games on Schism. A lot of fun games. Banning for Temple. I hate giving people Kestrel. The early crossbowman is just too much. Lord Edgar in this tournament style is actually not too bad, so I don't ban out Lord Edgar. Old and Lord Mandel, since you have to fight early and often, actually feels kind of good to ban out. And then Pip. I don't know why, but I see a lot of people use Pip as kind of their comfort ban. Alternatively, I see people play Kiandra a whole bunch. Sometimes AOC Exalted. The thing is you can't ban everybody. Likewise, they can't ban everybody for me. Halon is way too good with Masterful Chain Lightning. I actually do enjoy this ban here for the Masterful Fireball. Picking that out is actually a pretty good decision on their part. Don't hate that. And then here, this is for your summons. Yeah, you can clear the whole map with some crazy hoplet strategies and summons there. Folks, I'm gonna go to my comfort pick. In case I'm giving you too much information, this is my comfort pick. Goral Spearhead is just the man, the myth, and the legend. Ister is going to be the enemy's choice, so going to move much further on roads. Meanwhile, we're going to get additional scaling on our basic attacks and additional scaling on our ranged attacks. It feels like people like to ban out Alina, the Fawn specialist, because they want to prevent an early game like power stack, which makes sense to me. But in general, I think that Goral is just better because his ability is going to apply to the entire army, not just the Fawns. And it's going to make your Murmurmancers potentially insanely good. And that's just my 2 cents about it. So I'm excited for this. This is going to be pretty fun. We're just going to hop right on in. Goral Spearhead. 2 attack, 1 defense, 2 spell power, 2 knowledge. We start off here in the castle of Llewellyn. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. Shroomwood Shack, that's just my go-to. I really appreciate that early start. I like to do 2 stacks of the Eriads and then 1 stack of the Hoplets. That way, if the big stack of Hoplets is able to take a retaliation off somebody else, we sure can. We see 1 box not too far, treasure chest. Boxes do matter quite a bit in this playthrough. I hate that the Redwood Observatory is first on this list. Like the very first thing I see pretty much, because I'm not going to go out of my way here. That just takes too much movement points. We do have in this template, by the way, the town portal, so we can always town portal to the second town. Nice to see an easy, wise owl. It's kind of like a witch's hut. It's going to upgrade one of your skills. Not a lot of information here. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to go, I think. We do get the early ore mine and the early sawmill. I think at this pace, with this general start, I'm going to grab these, probably the +1 on the spell power, and then rather than go towards my other castle, which is usually not a bad idea, I'm going to head in this direction to the east. I don't see my crystal mine though. That's actually a big problem. My general strategy early on typically relies on getting into the killings as quickly as possible. There it is. It's guarded by peasants. Oh, that's an easy fight. I could definitely take that. Not because peasants are easy, but because I've actually got the tools I can actually kind of deal with them. So let's focus on getting the early means of production. We can barely grab this gold. I am going to go out of my way for the +1 spell power. I'll come back to that later. You know, I say that and then I probably never will, so I better focus up now and grab that while I can. And then what I find is that Grove Palace, early on, you go for the astrology points 1 time, maybe twice if you're feeling like really lucky. If you can get into wisdom, it makes a lot of sense to go for astrology points early on this template, but generally the game doesn't go long enough to really focus on astrology like it does for Vendetta. So long story short, we are still waiting to see if we can get some additional opportunities for us. Advanced Murmuring, Insight. I really do like the Advanced Murmuring, and this is maybe, let's see, we don't have any spells at the moment. I don't have to make any choices, which is nice. We don't have any spells at the moment. And so if I'm leveling up this, let's see, Insight. I mean, this early Insight's not bad, especially if you can get into Civic Innovation for the additional law points when you kill people. I'm going to take the basic Insight. We're just going to hope that we can roll through the power of friendship and killing lots of things. Just hope we can eke out an advantage that way. All right, let's make this happen. Thorin says a Grove is broken if you can get the synergy with Lucky Strike. I do like the Lucky Strike. And I mean, just in general, some of their best creatures do so very, very well with the luck in general. Okay, folks, the name of the game here is to kill 1 stack at a time. Don't kill multiple stacks. You just want to bring them all down like so. Oop, this is actually not great. Not great. We're going to use our first heroic strike there. I'm hoping in the future that the Fawns are going to do enough to prevent issues there. Because these ghouls, they do get stronger as they go along. But since the peasants are so slow, it just seems best to me. Sit back, wait, chill, and figure it out from there. Ghouls can reach that top stack. We're going to do a couple waits. I don't think we can kill the full stack. We can kill 4 to 5. That's not going to kill one full vine. Close though. Don't like that. We're gonna defend. Yeah, and again, we're just gonna kill one stack at a time. And defend. Right now it's taking him 2 turns to get down the battlefield. Please kill 15. Not quite. You see, that's the problem. And I don't think that there's actually bleed over damage. And that's where my issue is. The fact that there's no bleed over damage does kind of put a dampener on the things I want to do. Okay, we're gonna defend one more time. Yeah, and it's just down to 8. That feels so bad because if you can kill the full stack, you're golden. If you can't, you're having a real bad time. Okay, but at least they're close enough now that I should be able to pummel these guys before they get too close, like so. Do I kill them all? Okay, and this time I did kill them all, which is great. Skip, skip, skip. Let's go. These guys go. Kill most of them. And then just to make sure that this works out better next time, I'm gonna sit there. Uh-oh, that was a mistake actually. Just to make sure I didn't mess this up too much, I'm actually gonna skip one more turn, back off. This is not the exact ideal way of doing this, but it shall work. Okay, there's 7, down to 7. Skips. Kill, kill, kill. And we don't even get touched. Okay, and so that's what I mean. Like, if you try to put more than one ghoul on the board at any given time, you're gonna have a really bad time. But if you at least focus on them one at a time, you're doing fine. Okay, with Murmuring, I know that a lot of people love Child of the Woods. If you're going Halon or a spellcaster, Child of the Woods is fantastic for the additional 30 max mana. I'm gonna go for Focus Charge. Limit increases by 1. I actually really enjoy that in the late game, or when I'm actually going player versus player. It just tremendously helps me out, so that way I don't feel obligated to cast one of my like Killins or my Phoenix's major ability to awaken. That just tends to help me out quite a bit. We're gonna spend all the money here. That's empty. This guy took his turn forever ago. I don't really mind. It takes me a little bit longer to talk and play at the same time, but I really don't mind. 1,500 gold here. 2 Mercury here. And the fact that we picked up our early crystal does make it very, very interesting for me. Very, very useful. I don't need to worry nearly so much about whether or not I'm going to be able to get into Phoenixes this game. And that tends to be the way that I strategically long-term win a bunch of fights. And that feels good to me. Okay. It takes just 3 seconds to put your forces together like so. And when you do, life just goes better. Really? We're on native terrain for these guys, so they are going to defend a little bit higher clip. Going to lose some of these fawns. If I put these oplets right here, there's actually a reasonable chance indeed that these Stinging Rashoth are actually going to attack this guy. It's possible. We will see. I'm going to do the bees instead of the heroic strike. They do go for the closest unit, which is actually fine for me. I'm going to devote 1 shot all the way over here. Binders are going to get closer. Never mind, they're cultists. And they're going to do so little damage from afar that I'm just going to stay back. I'll take the damage here. I might just step up with 1 other creature. Just don't lose a Murmurmancer and you're fine. Go here. I'm not gonna lose 1 from the long range. Close enough, we can just kind of collapse on them. 13 is gonna be able to kill this stack of 3, so we'll just focus on the closest cultist stack. We do still have higher initiative in general, so this feels fine to me. I'm gonna wait on these hoplets, kill here. There's no way they're gonna kill here. I could just hit, you dirty dog. Could just hit end turn, or like just let the battle auto resolve. This is fine. 1 hoplet, 1 pawn. And then we've got the opportunity for the additional, not just gold, but also the astrology and the daily law points. Like, that just feels not just good, but great to me. And typically right now I would think about town gating over to Vale of Gales, but because I'm so close to all this other stuff, I'm gonna take the time to go out of my way and grab all this. I'm gonna prioritize wood over the ore mine because the upgraded Shroomwood Shack takes 20 wood, and that is super duper expensive. Feels really, really bad. So let's do Mage Guild now, or we go for Grove Palace now. I'm still going to be on track to get into the Thunder Layer here in this first week. Minus gold. Gold is the only issue, so I'm actually going to take the gold at this point. The second early castle makes me feel not nearly so bad about going for a hard economic start, and I don't mind losing the first battle, folks. Typically, you want to win every single battle. It's a best out of 3, but I don't mind losing the first battle because I like to go for a longer economic game. It just feels fine for me. Thorin says that the tier 1 specialty with the extra attack and defense and speed and initiative, plus the parry skill is great if you can get the unlimited retaliations. Free focus plus combat skill is great too. All correct. And folks, I'm not going to pretend to be like exceptionally great at the game yet. I'm still learning. I'm still figuring a lot of this out, but I'm enjoying those alternative strategies. There's some strategies that I've officially ruled out as being viable. For example, going Vim as your main hero in single hero mode, don't do it. The Masterful Caven spell, it can help you take some fights, but it's just not good enough long term. So there's some strategies I'm ruling out, and then there's other ones I haven't spent enough time with to really figure out how good they are. For example, the Ginger Tail, the Alina hero route, I just don't have as much success with that as I would like. So I'm still learning on that. Bearded Man says they actually have made high-speed animations pretty easy on the eyes and the ears. I think so. I tend to prefer to play at least one speed lower than this that we're currently at right now, but meh. It's still better. It's still better than if it was just stupid fast, which is great. Look at this, Orb of Twilight. I don't know what's guarding this yet. We're gonna find out in just a second. This early on, we still need the gold. That's a pretty tough battle, but look at this, folks. If you can defeat this enemy, you're going to get +1 to your Nightshade spells and a guaranteed Nightshade spell and a Tomb of the Nameless Hero. This is going to be a nice pickup at some point. Let's go Sawmill all the way around. I could go up the road here, but again, I'm kind of focusing on this area, and then I'm going to hightail it over to here, pick up the Wise Owl, and go from there. It looks like there's plenty of little loose resources that can help me make some other, get some other options later. Again, I go for the economy. I'm actually not fighting. Oh, geez. I'm not fighting a ton right now, and that doesn't hurt my feelings too bad. Wise Owls are so good. Wise Owls, circuses, all good things. All good things. Do I really want a town portal over here, or do I want to wait? I think I'm just going to go fight this fight, pick this up. It'll be worth the experience. And then I'll jet on over here and clear out in this area. We can use this time to actually look ahead. 5 crystal, 5 crystal. So we've actually got all the crystal that we're going to need. As far as ore and wood, by picking up 4 a day, like our economy is doing pretty okay right now. And this is going to be day 4, day 5, day 6. So we actually have time if we wanted to go out of our way for the Grove Palace. I think that that's actually a pretty good choice. Would I prefer that in gold? I think I'd prefer that in gold because I haven't found the gold mine yet. In all these starting areas, there is a gold mine. I think I'd prefer to find that as soon as I can, but this is actually not a bad secondary option. The only question is will I have enough gold to then make this happen? Because we're talking, what, 15k between the Naiads, Mage Guild, and the Thunder Layer? Are we going to get to 15k in 3 days? I mean, an extra 1,000 gold a day is not going to hurt us. We're getting 3,000 now. We'll get an extra 4,000 if we go for the Growth Palace. Let's do it. It'll pay off pretty quickly. And if we really need to, if we're in trouble, we still have resource riches available to us. I'm not sure if I want to go for any of these at the moment. I can think about that while I wait. He's taking his turn. My clock is running, so I might as well just wait. And I can think while he's taking his turn. Or she, whatever. Mage Guild, Blooming Pond, yeah. So we're on track. Resource riches is gonna be fine. I would love an early gold mine. Again, I will lose the first fight and I will beat people on the back end. The reverse sweep is actually thrilling. When it happens, it's actually thrilling. So we'll plan on that. And folks, I don't know, Elite Hoplets or the Elite Fawns. I don't know which is technically better. I prefer... If you're going to go for the green build Hoplets, the ones that have Swift Strike, which prevents enemies from retaliating, then Elite Hoplets is way better. But in general, I tend to go for the Fawn Archers because the lack of damage drop-off with the Sharpshooter ability is so good. Being able to do full damage from across the battlefield is just so nice. So we'll think about that in a second. Soren says it's great for Awaken, the highest tier units like the villains, so they get no retaliation strike. Totally. And in fact, there's a lot of times where you can skip on your Killen's first turn, and you can just like save a haste, and then it really surprises the enemy when your big stack of 4 Killens gets to kill a whole stack of theirs on the first and the second turn. So that would actually be not too bad for me. I'd be quite pleased to see that in effect. So yeah, let's try and get the Focus charges, correct. Try to make sure nothing bad happens here. Oh, I lost my single hoplet sack. Whoops. Okay. And we're gonna do our best Nicolas Cage impression and say, "Oh, not the bees." That, of course, being from The Wicker Man. It was like a film in the 2010s. I mention it all the time. I don't know why. Let's see. Full damage. We're doing 100% damage here. That was actually one of the biggest upgrades from the original demo to now. I love the fact that it'll actually let you know how many, like what the damage percentage that you're going to be doing is at range, because before you were trying to guess, and guessing just didn't feel fun. Did not feel fun at all. At this point, I can just accept the losses are fine. Folks, this is where environmental storytelling comes into effect. Basic luck, which is so good, or basic nightshade magic. If you get nightshade magic and you can go for the early twilight spell, you're doing really, really good. Plus the fact that there's a twilight orb over here, I think the basic nightshade magic is actually going to be the play here. I understand if you think, no, Phixfox, you're crazy, but I think Phixfox, yes. Basic wisdom, we're absolutely going to take that. And then because in the sub-skills for basic wisdom, you have between the lines, the hero may learn high neutral magic regardless of their level. That means that we're definitely not going to go for the early second wind. We're going to go straight for Dimension Door because we can learn it early on. It's not going to hurt us. I'm going to go just a little bit out of my way for some additional gold. We talked about needing gold. We don't want to get stuck there. I'd like to get the 1,000 experience, but I really want to get this Veil area cleared out. There's much to do here. Much to do indeed. Before I make purchases, let's go for the Mage Guild. We'll get all the fawns, and I'm really not going to upgrade the second castle too much. I might go for this marketplace early on. Yeah, I'm going to go for the marketplace because you never know when you want to make sure that you can trade. If you're not spending faction law points, typically you're wasting faction law points. I'm going to go at least one knowledge is power. And then one crystal. And I'll take clear sky. So we're going to ignore our early growth and our early additional stats. Basic logistics, sweet. 2 awesome wise owls. I'm good for that. Don't need the ore. Gold's fine. This is actually not too tough of a fight, and for an early box, this is too good to pass up. So we're gonna go right through these wraiths and these ghosts. We just don't have a lot of alternative ways to deal with these guys. So we're gonna take some losses. That's fine. If it's a couple of fawns or if it's a couple of hoplets, it's going to be super worth it. So I'm not going to be sad at all for what's about to come. So we're going to end up taking this first wave of damage. We're going to do the heroic strike here. Yeah, we'll do this top stack since they're going to attack first. And it doesn't really matter. Like, skipping doesn't really matter because these guys are all faster. They've all got higher initiative than we do. I would prefer to take out wraiths wherever possible. There's not going to be any damage lost. Like, we're not gonna do more damage than there are creatures in the stack. But thank goodness we have a tier 3 creature with 45 HP. It's so good. They're so tanky. I love them so much. Oh geez, I did not expect that. I did not think you'd get through there. That's wild, actually. Absolutely insane. Let's work on the stack of 6. Now, if I work on the stack of 6 here, then these 3 can attack here. They'll do tons of damage in just a second. Hoplets are going to do their damage. Way to go, way to go. I'm going to skip. Roll 21. You're so strong. I'm so happy. Howl the Banshee. Interesting. I do see the AI do a pretty good job with that ability, Howl the Banshee. It moves your forces away. But I've also seen it just completely work against the AI. It's just because it's random. Like, nobody can really choose where it goes. Basic combat. If you want to win the early fight, basic combat's the way to go. Again, we're going for like a late game situation. Let's go basic luck. 5k gold, I'll take it. It's not as good as I would have hoped for. Is it in the second tier? Do you have to go in this area to get boxes with troops? I think so. That was a bit of a miscalculation, but still the 5k gold is still gonna be worth it. We're still good on time. We got 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Still waiting here, waiting here. Yeah, all right, that's gonna be the end of our turn for now. There's our gold mine. I do want that gold mine so bad. Again, early investment. This might not be the way to get there. Down the road, we talked about wanting to go here. We don't actually need any of these free resources. Let's just slowly creep our way. We'll take the experience. We might be able to get 2 more levels out of this before the first fight. Traveling Circus, super good. It's just some raw shell with guarding this gold mine. Yeah, that's too good of an opportunity to pass up. Let's go grab this right now. We'll get there. And Soren says, and the law gives them more speed and initiative, plus the luck. Just don't let the ghosts hit you first. I can't help it. But I love what you're saying, because, yeah, being able to play with the luck and get the faction law points, until you know what's out there, it's really tough to make decisions. Like, folks, I need to do a video for me, if for nobody else. I need to do a video on all of the different artifacts in the game, because you don't want to be surprised just because you didn't know something, right? And so, for example, knowing that there is or isn't a certain artifact in the game that could just totally ruin your day, that's information that you need if you're going to play well. I've always said that Heroes 3 is a tough game to play because, unfortunately, there's just a huge knowledge gap, right? Like, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you don't know. And that's always, like, one of the biggest struggles for me when I'm playing Heroes Might and Magic 3. Oh. It's part of the reason why it's really hard as a new player to get into a new game, because you don't want to feel stupid. Like, nobody wants to feel stupid. Battle Magic is interesting. Battlecraft is not as interesting to me, although it does give you the opportunity to get focus charges. We're gonna go for the Advanced Insight here. Civic Innovation, perfect. But even in Olden Era, there's still a lot to know, and that does cause me some amount of grief, actually, unfortunately. I'm gonna go with Nightshade Time. I don't know if that's the best choice, but it's the choice we're gonna make here at the time. Fawn Huts, we're gonna pick up this gold mine, and we're going to... That might take us to day 1. If I could end up here on day 1 at Vale of the Gales. I'm still trying to figure out where my best place to go after this is going to be. We could always go back for the boxes. Why did we get so much extra vision? That was weird. Ooh, Warlord Boots +2 initiative. I think it won't hurt my feelings if I end up here or here on day 1. I could very easily break through here. And the earlier you break through, the better in general. There's just better loot on the other side of this guy. I don't want to stay stuck too long, but I do want to get this gold mine. It's day 6. There's more to come. There's more to come. I don't think I need +1 crystal. I don't need Veiled by the Trees. If I was going for a magic user, Veiled by the Trees is a really, really nice way of getting some early damage, early action. If you don't pick up one of these right now, you never will. Let's go for the Elite Fawns over the Hoplets, because I do the additional damage via range, so that is going to be a little bit better for me. I'm still going to take the gold here, mostly because my full army that I'm going to buy is going to be very expensive. Very expensive. And that little banner just told us we have 2 days left until we actually have to go fight an enemy for the first time here in tournament style. So we got to keep that in mind. Things to do, places to be. Wait. Dead. How are our losses looking? We're bleeding some forces. We're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm losing a few more troops than I'd like to, but this is actually about as good as I can do at the moment. I think that there's a lot more that I need to do to just get better in general. And so that way I can not lose as many troops, but again, this is about as good as I can do at the moment. Some of these fights are just about matchups and picking the right fight at the right time. And sometimes that's a bit of a struggle. Okay, so it's day 7. I don't think there's anything else over here I want to get. The Circle of Life is interesting, but I'm not going to fight that fight. The Abandoned Mansion might be okay. The problem is that I don't know. At the end of today, we're going to end up here at Vale of the Gates. So you're gonna want to spend all your movement points while you can. Let's just go check this fight out. No, too much. If this was the first tier of troops, I could fight this. This is too much. Yeah, the losses wouldn't be acceptable. I don't want to lose 20 of my fawns. That's just way too much. What about this one? This is actually a doable fight. This is more doable than I thought it would be. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this. Let's see. Hoplets. Locust. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. First stack to go is going to be up here at the top. Oh no. And I'm just gonna do a full retreat. These guys can attack me if they want to in a second. They're just not gonna be able to really reach. Step back where we're safe. Okay. Heal 5 to 6. We are gonna take some damage. Can't really help it. Skip here. Oh no, I can't reach. No. Okay, so my fawns are gonna end up being in trouble for me. Because I can't wait again. Might as well kill the 11 here. Since they've already lost their retaliation, might as well. 3 hoplets, let's just kill a full stack where we can, when we can. These 16 are gonna be kind of tough. Prevent the damage there. I just don't want to take the retaliation here. I'm just gonna wait. Okay, there it goes. But most of the stack. Oh, I thought that they'd let the fawns do the damage. I guess not. Kill most of the stack? We do. Really nice to have that extra 50% damage, huh? 50% damage in melee. Can't go wrong. Okay. We lost all of our peripheral troops, which is not great, but the experience and the faction law points we get from our civic innovation is just super good. Expert murmuring before the first battle, strong connection. I don't know. We might be able to win this fight. We'll see. We'll do Veil of Gales, Thunder Layer, and I think I do want to get the hot patch. Yeah, we'll get the hot patch now. I could even get the elite hoplets just because I've got so many faction law points extra. Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Over the vines, let's do that. And that should be the end of the day. Our friend here, they are spending a lot of time not in battle. They've only got a minute left on the clock. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big deal. But you get additional time on the clock when you're fighting a fight. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Soren says you can get Law from Grove, that you just cast all the spells from tomes and scrolls on level 4 as long as you don't have them in the Mage Guild. I love that. It's so true. So you can get here, it's right here, the power of the written word. All temporary spells, scrolls, artifacts, etc. available to your heroes gain +1 levels. If you can get the Mage's Hat that gives you all 5th tier spells, then power of the written word becomes insanely good. I do like Natural Serenity for the reduction in the spell casting prowess. Like being able to cast it more times is always good. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. I'm still always torn between Fairy Tale and Sanctuary. So either way, one is going to affect your vines, your naiads, your killins, and your phoenixes, and reduce the cost of their abilities by 1 focus charge. And it'll be the same thing for Fairy Tale for the Fawns, Hoplets, Herbomancers. Clearly this one is better for your high tier troops, but especially on Goral, I feel like Fairy Tale is just a little bit better because these are all ranged creatures, whereas these ones only have the naiads. So anyway, interesting, fun little things. Lord Shadowing says, I see what you did there. I don't even know what I did there. I'm just hanging out, having a fun time, doing good things, making good choices, I hope. 14. We're barely not going to make it to the 4th tier of astrology. We're going to be just below it. So right now I'm getting 3,000 extra points a day. So I'm at 14,750. Next breakpoint is 18,400. So 3K plus. Yeah, we're not going to make it, but it's fairly close. Maybe that means I need to rethink. I don't want to spend in my first castle. I don't want to spend my Grove Palace. Probably should have done Grove Palace 2. If you can do 2 Grove Palace 2s for astrology here and astrology here, then you're doing great. I wish I'd done that. The 500 gold wasn't nearly as good, but I've also done it where I've overspent on astrology, and that messes you up too. And by the way, the only reason that this matters is because you need level 12 to get Dimension Door, and we can bypass that restriction only because we picked up Basic Wisdom, and I'm going to bank on getting into Advanced Wisdom and then picking up Between the Lines. That's the only reason why this strategy even makes sense. Right now, this wouldn't even be a problem for me, but just for the early breakpoint, on the off chance that the stars align, it could work for you. I don't know. We'll see. Soren says, just get the tomes from Night and Daylight Magic. I still think that Daylight Magic is the best, then Nightshade, then Primal, then Arcane. I used to think it was Daylight, Nightshade, Arcane, and then Primal. Arcane is really limited because at the top end you don't have a nice damaging spell. And sometimes you just need the ability to do some damage. I don't know. It's tough to say. I'm not too sure. I think that it's gonna be really interesting to see people, specifically with the Schism faction, do the very, very best they can with Nightshade, or excuse me, with Arcane magic. I think that I need somebody to just devote 1,000 hours to making Arcane magic work to really understand how good it is. The problem is that it feels like Arcane magic is all about rewind life, pretty much, right? And so, I don't know. Your whole school of magic is kind of gate kept by that one spell. Because if it's all too powerful, then you're just in trouble. All right, folks, we're gonna make these purchases now. And remember, oh, it's day 2. We got 2 days. So we got all day today and then all day tomorrow to end back up here. Way too tough. You know, we can go pick up everybody now if we wanted to. We could. I just don't think there's enough good stuff around here. I would love this. I'd love this fight. I love this fight so much. And then maybe we even pick up the +4 for the defense for the shield. I think that we should actually do that. Because my choices now are to go up, explore, and do the best you can. Or... and maybe I find stuff out here, maybe I don't. And with these forces, I don't want to take the losses. I'm a little bit scared about that. Or I can go up here, take these forces, and I can start clearing out... that's the problem, is that there's just not a lot up here to clear out. So I do think I still want to end up here at the end of the day. And we're going to save our spell points. We're not going to do much spell casting. So we're going to head off. We're going to stick with the original plan we had. Unless things change for us. Gems. It's Mage Guild levels. Just going to pick up the gems, not the wood or the ore. We're about to run into another barrier here, though. Gingerbread House is actually interesting, not for this turn, but for next. Oh, but there's a little wall there. Or I could just go back and pick up this box. I'm gonna go pick up the box. We're gonna go back to Llewellyn. And not a mage user, but I do want the Twilight. I'll probably use that for the second fight. So for now, I'm just gonna go Fawn Huts 2. We need 25 more alchemical dust. 35 more alchemical dust. Okay. And already you can see, like, we are out of gold. Like, 4 killings is just really, really expensive. That's okay, though, because if this box does have gold, then no problem. No problem. Yeah, we are so far away from level 8 that I think we just fight here. Maybe we get some gold here. Are you guarding a box too? What are you guarding? Oh, it's the bank. Never mind. Okay. Thorin says the arcane magic has great tier 4 and 5 magic, but doesn't do anything on low tier, so it's just not worth it to pick up the school for it. I do like Blink. I do like, let's see, I like Blink. I like Carapace. There's some spells in there that are really pretty good, but in general, I don't disagree with you. Like, there are some concerns I have with that school of magic. Not even bad. It's just a struggle to use it very well. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of damage here. I'm gonna pretend like I knew that we weren't gonna lose a full Murmurmancer. I'm gonna pretend anyway. One hoplet goes down. Heal. Heal. And if we just don't lose a Murmurmancer, we're fine. Okay. Hoplet goes down, that's okay. Into the box, 10k gold, you see? That's actually pretty good. Golden Goose. I've never been able to make this Golden Goose work. If you pay all of your alchemical dust, you might get a treasure out of there. I just haven't seen that work particularly well. And because we've already done Town Portal once, I think I'm so close. I might as well just walk back, grab this, and then on the next day we're gonna hop in, do some fun stuff, and we'll have a dimension door that we can play around with too, which is gonna be even nicer. Let's do Nature's Wildness so that our Lucky Strikes do even more damage. Really good because our Killins do so much damage with Lucky Strikes anyway. They're naturally lucky if you look at them. Naturally lucky, 3 luck. Very nice. And with 16k gold, we shouldn't have any problem paying for everybody, but I'm going to spend in order of most important to least important. Like so. Okay. And this is a pretty good... I mean, we're going for a late game fight, but this enemy is not going to find us easy prey, per se. We could Dimension Door up here if we wanted to do this. I mean, it'd be free troops and maybe a nice magic scroll, and then we can teleport over here. I think it's actually best though if we Town Portal, fight this fight, and then go south. Are we still sure we want to fight this fight? I really am. Like, I'm really sure I want to fight this fight. I'll even take the Nameless Tomb, and I'll suffer with whatever penalty it gives me. I might even pick up a couple of raw shells just to try and get the enemies to go for those. So it is really a tough fight. Is it? It's 20 to 50. Yeah, it's probably right at 20. It's probably 2 stacks of 10, 2 stacks of 13 on the Cavalry. You will take some losses, but I think it's worth it, and the experience is gonna be nice. All right, let's do this. We're gonna move the Hoplet over. Got enough gold, 5k gold. I'm just gonna purchase not all of these creatures, but I'll purchase a solid 10 of the cultists. And we're just going to use those to body block a little bit. We'll walk. And let's make this happen. Okay. And yeah, Soren says that the other schools are just better to focus on, like Primal Magic to damage and Light to buff or Night to debuff. It's just not worth it to use a skill spot for. And that's kind of my problem. That really is my problem. And I've tried to go with just Wisdom without any schools of magic, and it doesn't seem like it's as viable as I would like, because Wisdom will let you, oh gosh, it's way more. Oh, it's 40. Geez, it's so many. It can give you what you need to just cast the spells, sure. But in general, it feels so bad to... It feels so bad to want so very, very much to cast spells at a higher tier and then just be stuck with whatever you've got. 4 to 5, this first stack, whoever they attack is going to do a ton of damage to. They're all going to get to attack me. This is going to be actually a super tough fight. I was really hoping this would be like 20. This is double the amount of cavalry that I was hoping for. Kill the top stack. Wait. Let's hope that the binders take a bunch of damage. I think that these hoplets are just going to die. It's so sad. You're going to die so much. I'm so sad. Alright, I wish I could save you, but I can't. I could take the damage from these 5 if I just want to kill some griffins. I think you got to get all the damage off you can at the moment. If you attack here, then these guys will get you, so you want to wait. Yeah. This is not great. Don't love this. They hide. I don't think that they're actually going to focus on me. I think they're going to focus all the way over here. I really do. But because of these swordsmen, I could always back off and then just tank the damage, but griffins are coming. Yeah, griffins are coming. I don't even think that they're going to attack the Killins again. Good lucky strike, we'll take it. Okay. Okay. Griffins can thankfully not get into the Fawn Archer, so we are going to get one more turn with them, which is great. Rogue strike. One more. Oh, sweet. We'll take it. We will take it. 2 more cavalry, and we got to kill this big stack. We'll kill 4 to 6. Close stack, kill 1 to 2. Kill 2, nice. Villains take tons of damage. Oh no, and the good morale. Of all the places to get good morale for the enemy, that hurts so much. Well, I hope that your Nightshade magic was worth it. It was. I hope. Think. We'll see. Okay, gotta defend the pawns. Enemies do not get through the hoplets, which is great. Murmurmancers are gonna take a beating in just a second. Can't help it. I'm gonna wait. If I go all the way up, attack here, then guard captains can't get in and do damage. I mean, you still got to kill here. I just don't want to waste the damage. There's too much damage drop off. But I can just kill 2 stacks here and there. Okay, perfect. Good, that's good. I really don't have any spells to use on this. Guess I can guillotine one of them. Okay. Not my favorite. Well, we are going to survive this, but the loss of the 2, or rather the 3 killings is massive. You think about the total cost that is absolutely insane. And if I'd waited one more day, I probably could have gotten away with way less losses. I just really wanted this before the end of the day. So 26 hoplets, 3 of the killings. Everything else is negligible, but this and this, it for sure means we're going to lose the next fight. But we are up to level 9, so we just picked up 2 levels there because of the insight, which is something. I guess, you know, if I want to go for perception and just see what the enemy's doing, if we're really going to play the long game, that's kind of interesting. I'm going to go expert insight. I'm going to take perception just so we can see what kind of enemy they're building. Some additional information. I'm going to stream snipe them, as it were, and then we're going to go for the advanced offense for sure. Friendly creatures, long ranged attacks are going to do more damage. And since I'm not really planning on winning this upcoming fight anyway, we're going to take the lance, and our penalty is -2 attack, -2 defense. Jeez. We are so in trouble. Sleep is good. Sleep at +1 level is so good. The tier 4 spell, though, with vulnerability, it's really good too. I think the sleep would help me win this fight, though. If we did vulnerability, I mean, usually people power stack, and this helps. I could layer this on with my fawns. I can cast this more often though. This is like a one-time opportunity. I'm gonna go with vulnerability. And so currently vulnerability with all these bonuses. Oh, we got 8 seconds left. Oh, I didn't. Wait, why didn't I pick up? Hold on. Why didn't I pick up? Oh, I didn't get up to level 4, or I didn't get up to the advanced wisdom. That's why. Okay. Alrighty, folks. Phixfox was too busy talking. That's okay. If anything, my enemy might look at this and be like, "Oh, this Phixfox guy sucks," which fair. And then he's not gonna really push his advantage later on. I don't know. We're gonna see really quickly how good this guy is. Oh, we got this. This is fine. Even if you haste here, I'm still fine. And it's because we're up 2 levels with the Nightshade magic, we're doing pretty good. Okay, let's take a quick peek at this guy. So he's got Borloth's Hand, Magic Scroll, Legion's Leg. Shoot, he's got the late game because of all this extra growth. Logistics, Insight. Oh my gosh. He went Civic, but he doesn't want to see me. Firmness and Battle Frenzy. So -15 defense to enemy creatures. So he's really focusing on these guys, and he's also did pick up the Heroic Strike for the basic combat, so he can do a little bit more. Level 10. So him and I both actually did pretty good getting levels here. Pretty surprised at that. With 1 killing, that's just not going to do it for me. The Awakened ability is not going to be just fine for me. We can do Leeching Hop. It's 2 mana. I think we're just gonna do Leeching Hop because I don't think there's any other ability or anything else I really want at the moment. Gonna skip on the Herbomancers. And yeah, let's just do vulnerability. I know the Astringers are tough, but this is clearly this guy's power stack. And all of a sudden we're gonna kill 7 of your cavalry, plus the Heroic Strike is gonna do additional damage now because of the vulnerability. So you were at 12, now you're at 3. And I don't think you have a way to deal with that anymore. Let's kill most of your Astringers. So 41 Astringers. Yeah, I mean this is actually looking pretty winnable. Yeah, you only took out 36 of my Fawn Archers. I think this is super winnable. And no Taumaturgy, so I don't have to worry about like a second cast of spells. As I spend focus charges, I do get stronger because I've got strong connection. I think I just want to fully defend. Really, I think I want to just fully defend. Here. I'll send the Killen's back. I don't know what spells he has, but if I can just keep the Fawns alive, he can take these Naiads if he wants. I guess I can't say he can take them, but it's not the worst thing to ever happen to me anyway. Okay, so vulnerability's gone. We don't really have a lot of other spells at the moment. Energize is kind of interesting. I don't think that there's a better spell here. Guillotine is still interesting, but if I do Energize now, that's an extra heroic strike here. By the way, it wore off. And I could kill 2. I think I just want to kill your full stack of the Stringers because I hate your stinking guts. We're gonna skip on the Naiads. Nah, they're just gonna do their damage. And might as well do it again. Yeah, surprisingly, despite the fact that we're going for the late game, we just win this first fight. The Masterful Vulnerability actually came in clutch. That actually was pretty good. So I'll take it. And he departs, not in shame, but he departs knowing that that fight is lost, which is a smart thing to do. And due to the tournament style, like, we're going to continue on. Just keep going. And this time, we're going to look to break out of our initial container and go from there. Okay, we'll take it. So far, so good, folks. So far, so good. Let's see, we'll do some skips. Take out all your archers. The ghost can't even reach me this turn, so I'm just going to wait until the fawns can go again. Very good. There's no problems that a big stack of fawns can't fix. I'm going to go for the basic defense. I love basic defense, and I wasn't really going for a special class here. I'm going to go for the basic defense. I just want to make sure I have that. 7,000 experience. Dude, we're on it. Expert Nightshade magic. +1 levels. Yeah, we're doing great. This is working out great for me. I'm feeling good. I know that chat is backing up. I just don't have time to look at the moment. Got stuff going on here. Are these the ones I hate? These are the ones I hate, folks. Piercing Sting works on creatures up to tier 6. We're about to take so many losses, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. Like, really, there's nothing I can do to stop it. Hate this so much. Swarm of Bees. And really, the Masterful Vulnerability is like my only spell. Affects adjacent creatures. At least they don't get to go down the battlefield the entire way. They're probably going to clump up. So let's do this. Let's just do a mass... No. I'm going to lose so many forces, and I just can't help it. And I just can't help it. Bottom stack of 15, down to 11. If I can kill a full stack, I really want to. Defend. I will take the damage from you in a second. That's fine. There we go. And so they do their damage, and then on top of that, I lose 1 additional force. And so losing the Killen and losing, like, what, 4 Herbomancers does not feel great. I know it, you know it, we know it. It does not feel great, but it's just the way this goes at the moment. Kill a stack there. I will do this for the retaliation. Same here. I don't trust that the Killens are going to kill the full stack, and I should be able to defeat these guys with my Fawn Archers next turn. Yeah, okay. Well, shoot. Yeah. Already we've lost so many forces. Earlier I asked if we were doing good preventing the bleed. Now, clearly not. Song of Power, not really worth it. I'll pick up the experience. I don't want the Myra's Altar at the moment. At least we got the Fawns. At least they remain fine, but everything else is not good. Okay. We're going for the Pyre. Let's start doing the fortifications, though, for next week. I'd love to get additional forces here. Shroom Shack, yeah. Yeah, let's focus on the Shroom Shack. Force Magic, super good for +1 spells when you can get them. I'm gonna want to invest in that at some point. In the meantime, let's do here and there. And then do I end my day somewhere? Yes, I do, but where do I end my day? Vale. I can end at Vale, and then I can teleport wherever else I need to go. Okay, alrighty, folks. Oof, on to a new day. On to a new day. And let's see. Logistics is not important because of neutral magic. It's still, I mean, I think it's still S tier or A tier Soren in the early game. Well, not in the early game, but over the course of a game for single hero, it literally gives your entire army up to 30% bonus movement. Like, that can't go wrong. Sleep doesn't work on a lot of units. Against living, though, it definitely does. Against Temple faction, because they're all human, basically. So, Lord Shadowing says, you know what sucks? I lost all my files. Backups I've had for 15 plus years, all because I forgot to unplug my external hard drive when installing the new Linux distro. The developer used an automatic installer. Oh no. And I'm with Bearded Man. Is it permanently lost or is it recoverable anyhow? That's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. We're sorry, man. Gone. At least here. I think I might have a copy of most of the files on the server that I left behind in Texas. If I can walk my folks through booting it up, I can get into it and download my own files. It's not the end of the world if I can't. I'm still so sorry. You know, I don't really love the idea of like cloud storage all the time. I don't know, but there's times like these that it'd be so nice if you had a backup. It's just tough because the more places you have your data, the more places it can be stolen or hijacked or whatever. So it's tough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And apparently it's Omarchy is one you're using. It's based off of Arch Linux. Folks, someday I might go to Linux, but in the meantime, we're just gonna hang out. Although, if Windows updates one more time when I don't want it to, I literally might blow a gasket. I just might go bananas. Golly. I don't know what fight this guy's fighting, but he's fighting pretty fearsomely. Pretty fearsomely indeed. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pick up all the forces here, grab these. I think that there's a mage guild in here. No, there's not. That's sad. Hold on, what was that? What's this? Oh, it's marketplace. It's still weird how big the marketplace is if you look at it. Huh. And then the hoplets are so small. It's like, front and center. And your fawns. I do not navigate through the town screen. It's just too difficult for me to tell what things are. I think that there might be, in the settings, there might be a way to do outlines, map interactables. See, I would want an outline for all of the things in the castle that I could click on. That would actually be pretty useful for me. I haven't really messed with a lot of the base settings in this game, though. I'm just not excited for it. I don't want to say I'm worried about it. I'm just not excited for it. Color profiles in general, I don't know. I guess I should do a little bit more to figure out what my preferred settings are. Just haven't. Just haven't. So one thing I just realized, we are ridiculously close to getting Dimension Door. Like ridiculously close. These are the good ones. Chanters are the ones that don't kill one extra creature per stack every hit. I might just want to pick this up. I might want to do a mage guild. Recruit here. Single stack it. Fight the fight. And then we'll charge down into these enemies here in a second. That'll also give us a couple of kill-ins. And then we can have Dimension Door as we're wandering into this new area. It's super useful to be able to just not have to worry about movement points. All right, let's fight this fight. More worried about Chanters, I guess. I suppose you're not allowed to move anymore. But, okay, full defend. And who do they attack? Oh no. Anyway. 56, 14. Sweet. Yeah, one vine is never a problem. And there's the advanced wisdom. It's a little bit late. In fact, I don't even know if I want the advanced wisdom anymore. For the upcoming fight, what's the likelihood I get into a tier 4 mage guild? I think it's fairly low, since I'm really just going to go for Twilight in the tier 3. I'm going to go for the expert offense. I'm going to go for firmness, so negative 15% defense creatures. Whoops, that was close. Soren says hoplets that are almost as big as the quills or the phoenix. Yeah, there's some scaling issues in this game. I don't really mind it though. Like, I understand when people say that they're, I don't want to say they're upset, but they don't like it when a dragon doesn't take up the space that they think it should. Like, it makes sense to me. Like, why should everything be one square? I do think that that was actually a strength of other Heroes games, that things took more than one space. It was more tactical, right? And it was as early as Heroes 1, right? And so I know that I'm just a little bit, I don't know, what am I? I am a little bit of an elitist. Yeah, that's right. I'm a little bit of an elitist, folks. And I do apologize for that. It's just the way I am. But I would have actually preferred to have double hex creatures. But they originally didn't do that because the battlefield was so much smaller, and now that they've made it bigger, it actually makes sense to make it 2 hexes. So it's one of those things where originally it made more sense to them. I don't know if I want to take the losses. I'm going to take the experience. I don't know if it made sense to them at the time when it was the original Battlefield Dimensions. Sure, at that point, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But eventually it did. 53, these guys are going to get to go first. I'm just going to do early start here. I'll take out 1 full stack, and then I'm just going to hope that we get good morale somewhere. Nope. Didn't happen. Heroic Strike. Not the bees. We lose 1 Naiad, but we actually saved at least 1 more Naiad because of that. So losing 1 Naiad's about as good as we could have lost here. And the enemy, I don't know, the enemy really wants to hit hard and fast. Are they going to have the tools to shut us down, though? I don't know. I don't know if attack or defense is going to be better. 12 and 5. I'll go for the opportunity to be more well-rounded. Do you want this Mercenaries Guild? I think you do. Just in case there's some good forces. Right now we got plenty of room and more gold than we know what to do with. So let's do that. Day 4, day 5, day 6. So we're actually on track to wait on this fortifications. However, if I spend now just a little bit, then I'm going to be no problems at all. I just want to make sure that I'm not just on schedule, but ahead of schedule. Save the forests. Interesting. Nature's Resolve. I'm not going to focus on Naiads this game. I'm not going to save the forests. I don't think that wood's going to be that big of an issue. 5. Go 2 here. End turn because the clock is ticking at me. Both me and my opponent are both struggling with time, actually. And usually when I play by myself, time is not an issue. But as I'm explaining things and explaining my thought process, it does take quite a bit longer than usual. Soren says I miss the 2 hex units now when they have the expanded battlefield. Yeah, yeah. If they knew that they were going to go to this expanded battlefield, I think it would have been just obvious. But now I wonder how much of the game is baked into this current situation, right? Like, how much of the game is just like revolving now around the balance of these forces. I don't think that they're going to be able to make any changes at this point. I just don't. I actually want to save my spell points. I just thought about it. I'm going to do this. Pretty soon we need to start the Murmurmancers. Oh, sweet, we didn't lose anybody. We're going to have to start using the Murmurmancers to use focus charges and convert that into something better. I kind of like Halflings here. As another sharpshooter unit. 4,500 gold, like it's expensive. Nobody says you have to take the full stack. I'll take the full stack. I like me some halflings. Take 2,000 gold, that's gonna help me, again, stay on target. Whoa, you're telling me I can teleport right over? There's no way. Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. See, if I hit Z, it'll tell you the borders, so I can't teleport into here. I can't dimension door into there. I do have to fight these guys, and that's okay. That's kind of what my plan was the whole time. Voices in the chat. What's up, man? How's it going? Hey, Phixfox, did you know that Mortal Kombat theme was inspired by medieval music? It was a Finnish hymn. You got me. Dang it, you got me. It was a Finnish hymn. I was absolutely, you got me hook, line, and sinker there. It was a Finnish hymn. Good stuff. I like that. My day is better because of that. Voicer, thank you so much for that, and welcome to the chat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Wait, why does this have a broken arrow? Aren't you a sharpshooter? Ranged attacks deal full damage at any range. Why does it look like it's a broken arrow, though? That's not right. That's not correct. Huh. Alrighty. Well, we'll continue on. And let's see. Phixfox, do you have any plans for summer vacation? Says Bearded Man. You know, I don't think I do at the moment. I am taking, let's see, there's a lot of time in June I'm taking off from like work. Gonna go spend time with family. We're gonna go camping. My kids like camping. My wife does not like camping. And I don't think I'm betraying any sort of confidence when I say that. I think that she would tell you herself that she hates camping, like with a passion, because she's a sweet redheaded lass and she does not enjoy feeling like the fires of hell licking at her everything as she's out there camping. Like, she just hates it. And I feel bad because I kind of grew up on camping, so I understand it's not for everybody, but I'm like, aw, can it be something that we do together? Anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And more importantly, our kids are going to have a great time camping with their grandma and grandpa. So when it comes, it's going to be awesome. Not just good, but awesome. Take cover for the additional 20% reduction. A little bit of extra crystal, never hurt anybody. University, useful early on, not so useful now. It's 4 attack plus 4 defense. Oh, we're definitely taking that fight. That is too good to pass up. I don't care how many scorpions there are. We're going to do this. Bearded Man says, and yeah, the not having the variety on how many hexes each unit takes up is quite a hindrance in your strategies you can employ. It really is. I understand why they did it. And you know, I never was a huge fan of the Heroes 5 sort of situation. Like, because in Heroes 5, you had like even bigger hexes than before. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a lot. It's just like a lot to deal with. I don't know. Again, I should be better, but there's a part of me that just is so used to Heroes 1, 2, and 3 that then when there's anything new, I need to remind myself, it's like, no. Enjoy things, don't compare. Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't be silly. I can block this guy in. This guy's gonna be fine here. We'll go. There. There. We'll wait. Big stacks of damage. Come on, big money, big money. And this killing is just gonna take a wallop. I guess I could stop it here a little bit. I do want to save my spell points for other stuff, though. I don't think I'm gonna lose the killing here. It was close, but not quite. And unless somebody gets good morale, which we've already seen happen once. Okay, we'll kill one big stack here. I'm just gonna run the killing all the way out. If I back off, yeah, if I back off, I can actually prevent tons of losses. I'll take the damage here. I'll take the heat. And you know what? I never see these guys use their speed adaptation, which is actually something that I think would be really cool to see the AI do a little bit better of a job of. That would actually mess up my plans quite a bit more. Maybe that's something that they just did on purpose because they didn't want players to have to struggle with an AI that was all that in a bag of chips. We're gonna lose some halflings. We're gonna lose lots of halflings. We're gonna lose all the halflings. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I just don't have enough creatures to really just cover them up. So the enemies did get to us. If I had a summoned avatar, that would have actually been sick. But losing one killing and losing 30 halflings, that was a tough fight. But remember, that was actually still fine because the attack and the defense Like, our enemy, Ister, he's going to do the best he can, but he is not going to have a fun time against us. Like, no way, no how. Okay. Gold, being what it's at, stay 5. Fortifications. And we will see if we can get to the pyre or not. We will see if we can get to the pyre or not. Don't want any part of this fight. Looks like magic scrolls are fun. Let's grab this. We're losing steam, folks. We're running out of forces. We've lost too many good friends. We'll just do the full stack of Skelly Boys, because why not? And I'm gonna see if I can get to one more focus stack before I use the Murmurmancer's Shroom Song ability. Let's just see about that. Full stack here. Skip. Kill, kill. It looks like we will barely make it. We kill 4 to 5. Yep. Wait, Shroom Song, that's 4 full stacks. And then we use the max, so hey, you gotta farm mana wherever you can. That's actually one of my favorite parts about the Grove faction. Rewind Life, nice pickup. Nice pickup. Was that a masterful spell? Holy kittens, wait a second. Was that a masterful Rewind Life that we just picked up? That might have been masterful. We're gonna find out right now. Masterful Rewind Life, holy kittens. Now I wish I had more spell power, but I don't. Okay. Let's see, this is the green build. I'm just gonna spend my focus charges now. And I actually don't want to give these guys more focus charges. If I don't attack them again, then they won't use their Nature's Fury and get additional 2 speed and reach me. Okay, object captured. I need gold. I need gold so bad. Because it's day 6, I really want to get this pyre. We are getting, by the way, 6k gold a day. I probably should have made the early investment in like this bank. In fact, I know I should have. But now it's kind of like too late. It's never too late. Never too late. Here though, yeah, I should have gone Grove Palace 3 a while ago. I'll go with the bank here as well. It saves 2,500 gold. The wood and the ore doesn't really matter though. Yeah, but everything else will matter. Okay, all right. Well, for gold, we've got options. I don't think I want any part of this. This is all fine. I think that staying here doesn't make a lot of sense. I think we dimension doored here. Legion's Memorial. We'll fight. Then Soren says, I can tell you that if he gets angels before you get phoenixes, you've lost. You know. I mean, maybe. I'm crafty. Okay, I'm not that crafty. Okay. A big group of marksmen's gonna get to go soon. Let's see. Stringers. And then who's the scariest? Guard captains for the double strike. I do want to take them out if I can help it. I do have a Rewind Life. I'm probably just gonna spend a Rewind Life. I'll take whatever losses come my way. Yeah, but they're gonna spread the damage. Alternatively, I could just do like a lightning bolt for 100 points of damage. It's not really gonna do it. Our guard captain's gonna kill 100 and something HP worth of killings. 123? Maybe. You got one Rewind Life just in case things go really south. And here. I'm gonna risk it that they're not gonna die there and just hope for the best. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, that's right, I've got 19 defense and 12 attack. Duh. I mean, duh. I forget for a second that I'm actually like really ridiculously tough. No! Thank goodness. I'm gonna Shroom Song just for funsies. I don't actually need it, but I'll still do it anyway. Because I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna pick up this gold here, 4k gold. A little bit here, a little bit here. That's interesting. I don't know why they're guarding that. And I actually do want to fight here for the free alchemical dust. And then I might as well just keep shroom songing my way to victory. Okay. 1923. Yeah, it is PvP. Yeah, so yeah, we're just doing some PvP right now. I hate to say it because I consider myself more of a campaign enjoyer, but player versus player, it's not Heroes Might and Magic, but I'm still having a lot of fun with it, if that makes any sense. It is Heroes Might and Magic, but it's just not the type of heroes that I really hang my hat on and really love. But I'm still having fun with it. I'm still enjoying myself. Okay. There's the wisdom if we wanted it. I think we take the luck. We're getting pretty close to this next fight. Beastly confidence. No! And I never picked up the additional movement. So 61 alchemical dust. Is that going to be enough, or do I need to do this? What do I want to do? I'm not going to go for the Pyre 2 unless we get into late game. I think that 60 is going to be enough for this, though. 50 here. And then the hot patch, though. Time. Let's just do that much, and that's going to be the end of the day. Okay, and then before we do anything else, let's spend 3 on Elite Naiads. Let's just go full Herbomancers before anything else bad happens. Okay, and so it's day 7. Got to get into the Pyre. You don't have to, but I sure want to. Okay. And we're going to continue to explore. I talked about wanting to go home, but then because of timing, it just didn't happen. Dragon Utopia is a little bit too much for me. Lethal Battle, I'm inclined to agree. You know, it's day 7 tomorrow. Let's go as far as we can, and then we'll probably return. Do we go through the mist killing? Maybe. +1 for the Orb of Eternity for arcane magic. That's kind of interesting, wouldn't you say? Gold mine, definitely want to pick that up. So we're going to pick that up. We're going to town portal back, clear out whatever we can, and then we'll head on first thing in the morning. Additional things, I definitely want to get to tier... Do you want to get up to tier 3? I think you do. I think you do. And I'm trying to think about what's best. Because there's so many times where just an additional 60 movement points is so good. Like, you think about the amount of movement points that actually is. Like, percentage-wise of your daily cost is not that much. But potentially being able to cast Dimension Door twice makes up for all of that, I would say. I don't know, it's tricky. It's tricky. There's a lot of... I think that there's going to be an opportunity for someone in the future to actually plan out the best way for them to move through their progression and their usage of these astrology points, because there's a lot of conflicting things that I've seen other people do. Some people go immediately for Second Wind, and then they'll get to Dimension Door when they can. I've seen some people put all their points into Shadow Flight, some people put other points into Town Portal, and it is template specific, but in general, I mean, Dimension Door, it's hard to go wrong with it, is kind of what I'm saying, I guess. I don't know. What I do know is we're going to pick up all these forces. We're going to go clear out this. And then we'll get back on track, because it's 5 more days till the new battle. Do I fight this fight for the Orb of Eternity for +1? I mean, I feel like I got to. I feel like you got to. You're already max rewind life, but if the enemy has something that's going to like bring down the top level of your spells, then the more expertise you have in the School of Magic, the more you can mitigate those issues. I don't know how much I'm going to end up using rewind life though. Max vulnerability is just stupid good. No. I don't know, but I do know that this fight is not too tough, so we're going to fight this fight. Oh, I don't have enough single stacks. We're maybe going to take some damage here. Whoops. Yeah. And here they come, boys. Stand your ground. Okay. We don't need the spell points so much at this current juncture. Uh-oh. Anyway. Double strike? No. Double strike? No. It's the other shelf that has a double strike. Big stack of 15. We'll do some defending. And every time we spend focus charges, we do get stronger. So never hurts my feelings to do that. I don't want to give them more focus charges because they will do the Icy Spikes ability, and that does hurt like a lot. Okay, now I'm just gonna kill this full stack outright as much as I can. We do. Very good. I think we wait. Stack of 8 doesn't bother me. That's okay. Sweet. We'll take it. And at this point, I can just hit Q to end the battle. I'm gonna do the focus charges though, for free. Grim Song. Okay, cost us 1 vine. Not a problem. I'm gonna pick up the gold here. Ooh, that's kind of interesting with the swamp boots. If we get into the desert area, I probably should. Folks, I don't get as far up into these maps as I need to. I know it, you know it, we know it. I wish I was better. I do have forces here in Vale. It's actually fairly significant. If I don't do it now, I'm never gonna pick them up. Let's do it. Let's go to Vale. And we're gonna just dimension door our way up to get out. Okay. 9k gold. I don't think that this is a free dragon. Like, I think it's gonna actually cost you some forces to fight this guy. Yeah, this might... I think this is gonna cost you. Defend, defend. 56. Oh, we got him. Jeez. Huh. I forget, I am just that tough. Magic slippers, don't really need them. And there's another Nightshade orb here. Let's pick this up as well. $30, 79. These. I should have attacked. I'm just going to rewind life. Whoever they attack, I'm just going to rewind life. That'll save me the trouble. Hopefully Shroom Song before all is said and done. They did not have enough focus charges to do much there, which I'm so good with. Oh, I forgot to rewind life. My bad. And there's the sleep spell. Do I not have Fatal Decay? I'll pick up Fatal Decay, like for sure. Before all is said and done, I will pick up Fatal Decay. Sleep though, might be a little bit tough to get. We're out of spell points. First thing in the morning, we're just gonna Dimension Door up and go from there. It's definitely time to get... How many killing is this gonna be? There's 5 here. So I'm gonna have 6. There's 2 here. I'm just not going to pick those up. I don't think that we're going to upgrade the killings this game. I think I'm just going to go straight for Mage Guild levels, at least up to level 3. Because I got to get Twilight. I have to get Twilight. Okay. Dimension Door up. And in. This is where we hope we have enough gold for all this, and I don't know if we will. Short on the gems. Do I make the trade now, or do I wait? Marketplace here, need one here. The more marketplaces you get, the better you trade. I don't have one in this main castle. I've just been busy with other stuff. Yeah, 2 more gems. Let's just trade for 2 more gems with something. 1, 2. And then please tell me that we get Twilight. We do. Sicky tight. I could upgrade it one more time. I actually think that's a really good use of my points. I think I'm already at max level casting for Twilight or for Nightshade Magic. Plus this, I think I'm already at max. I'm still going to do that again just because if the guy has anything that will prevent spellcasting or bring your spellcasting down by 1, I don't think I'm going to use this for much else anyway, so I might as well. There's just not enough resources to go around. 3 Phoenixes, man, that goes so fast. We're going to continue to power stack the fawns. Yeah, and we're going to have to come back here before the end of the day, but now I think we got enough forces that when we fight, I think we got enough to fight. Oh, and look at this. Okay, so there's our second dimension door for the day. You want to go up here? I really want these Warlord's boots so badly. We can reach all the way down here. We'll have enough movement points after that. That's this an impossible fight. It's not going to be a fun fight. These are the Unholy Resilience, Menacing Reavers, and the Devourers. Not the ones that shoot, not the Pyroboros. Okay. Alrighty. 161 Fawn Archers, don't fail me now. Okay. Alrighty. And folks, remember that there is still the possibility that this game, that this is all going to go to like triple overtime, right? Like that is still totally within the realm of possibility. I think that these enemies are going to clump up a little bit. I think that they're going to clump up in this area and this area. I think I don't have to wait on my masterful vulnerability. I think I can just wait. Oh, I didn't realize you could reach. Man, you're fast. Okay, all right. Let's do the heroic strike. That does increase your stats. A little bit of damage here. Skip, skip. Yeah, I did not realize that you were that fast. How dare you? Don't want to kill here because that'll just waste the damage because they're just gonna stay alive. Kill the 6. Masterful vulnerability isn't gonna last. Oh shoot, I should have done Twilight because it does reduce 15% melee damage. Do I have Masterful Thick Hide or Expert Thick Hide? I do not. Okay. And it's time for the Phoenixes to shine. Absolutely shine. I'm gonna spend. Do 1. Do 2. Get out of my game. I don't want to see your face around here ever again. I will do the vulnerability. Yeah, I'll do the vulnerability. It will matter later. Gonna step up. I actually don't want these guys to die yet. Is he a Corpse Eater? Okay, fine. Not great, but fine. Still doing tons of damage. Because I vulnerability'd them all. I'm just skip here, kill here. Alrighty. Yeah, losing the 10. I guess I still need to remember to use Rewind Life at the last possible second. I keep forgetting. Expert Luck. I don't think that we're using a lot of damaging spells. I think you just want to say that when you get a Lucky Strike, that the enemies won't counterattack. And we're still taking gold here. But the Warlord's Boots for the +2 initiative. Super good. Immediately going to trade that out for the Magic Slippers. Immediately. Legion's Memorial. That's just free gold at this point. Hold on. Yeah, that's just free gold at this point. I don't even think I need to fight the fight. But I'm going to, just because I want to make sure I can do this. And then here, and here, and here. Am I going to lose 2 Naiads? I do not. Okay. Another 4k gold. I love the Pauper's Night Order. Don't know if that'll... Can't go back at this point. No, I can Town Portal. That's right, I didn't use my Town Portal. You might as well use all your movement points and then Town Portal out. Let's do this now. It's good for experience points, good for faction mod points. I forgot that I still have 3 stacks of pawns. It's kind of funny. Actually, probably the best way of doing it, though. Okay. 28 spell points remains. +2 attack on the Pauper's Night Order. Yeah, I'll go for the attack. And we're going to end the day back where we started with 6 points. I'm going all Murmurmancers, Elite Fawns. You don't get additional damage upgrade there. And you just do Luck of the Fittest. And you just hope that your luck can do so much damage for you. Okay, 4,600 gold here. We'll combine the stacks. And with 13k gold, I think I can get everybody. No, I cannot. We're gonna have to pay. But it's definitely time to pay. I'm good to pay. We got 2 days left. I want to end my turn with full spell points. But I think I can do that out there somewhere. Level 4 Mage Guild, kind of interesting. Hop patch. I don't know if I have enough hoplets to really make that worthwhile. I don't think I need to get the blue upgrade for the Naiads because I don't think I need to apply Fatal Decay on the enemies. And the upgrade otherwise is just not worth it. Upgraded Fungals is always interesting. I mean, really, the hoplets is still going to be your best bet. I'm going to do this. I'm going to upgrade hoplets. And because I'm an offensive hero, I'm just going to go for the offensive variety. I'm not going to make full purchases there. Hold on. There you go. Should do 5 for now. Full here. And then I'm actually going to trade a little bit more resources. Just that way I can get enough fungals or enough vine areas just to keep myself happy. Okay. Alrighty. Not as much gold as I'd like. I might just have to end up here at the end of the next day. Let's go to Cold Spring. Mountain Monastery for 5,000 gold to get all this extra stuff. It says that the fight's easy. I need the gold though. Negative 20 to spell power. I don't think that's going to be very useful. I think these fights are fine. Let's just dimension door right on over. Boop. And take the experience. Whew. Whew. I can already tell you that I need to adjust my whole strategy for dealing with chat and actually talking to everybody. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Because I want to spend the time. That's the way I usually enjoy my Heroes Might and Magic experience, is with you all. We're just having a fun time together. But here, unfortunately, I just don't think that I've got the time to be able to play competitively and spend the time that I want to spend. Maybe I can get better. Give me some time, folks. Oh, you dirty dog. I am so thrilled that my Phoenixes are going to get to rewind life. Take this guy out. Jeez. It's such a nice get out of jail free card. Advanced Wisdom. So there is Rhythmic Cadence in Advanced Wisdom. If you get that to Expert, I do kind of want that. Heroic Strike instantly kills all temporary units in a stack. That could totally be worthwhile. We'll see about it. This should be fine. Go to here. It'll take them 2 turns to get down the battlefield. These guys will take a little bit less. 5 to 7. Restore the focus charges. I'll just put the hoplets where they can, or the killings where they can do some good later. 3. Yeah, and I think these Votary actually might rush down. I don't know what they're going to want to do. I guess I can kill most of them. Oh, geez, with the good luck, you're always better off just doing damage, I suppose. I guess I should have known that. As long as you got the opportunity for massive amounts of luck, you should always be as aggressive as possible. I say always, but maybe not always. Okay, Rhythmic Cadence plus 30% maximum mana. Yeah, that's actually a big deal. It's actually a big deal. We still haven't picked up the gold that we really wanted to. We need 5,000 for this Mountain Monastery for 2, 2, and 2. I don't think I want this Phoenixes. There is 2 more libraries here. We'll pick up both of these and we'll hit the mountain monastery on our way up. We are quickly running out of time, folks. We're running out of time. Okay, Morning Dew. Shroom Song. I would love to get these Mancers upgraded, actually. That's going to be not just a little bit of an awesome opportunity. I think it's critical. Because they'll also give you additional mana points if you do that. Okay. And there we go. Whoa, when did I lose a kill-in? See, that's the problem with the animations going so fast. I didn't even notice I lost one. Otherwise, I would have rewound life. I didn't even notice that we lost him. That's sad. It's crazy. We'll take the knowledge here because I do want to have plenty of spell casting. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't see that. Jeez, that's so sad. We'll just do Twilight. That'll prevent me from going down and maybe taking some losses I don't want to take. 55 up to 70. These guys are actually the scary ones now because everybody else is so slow. And now is a good time to tell you that a while ago I actually found a bug. A bug, you say? Yeah, a bug. I hit auto combat and it was at the end of a fight like you usually see me do. And for some reason I lost most of my forces. Not all my forces, but I lost most of my forces. It was absolutely sickening. It was so sad. This is actually a little bit more of a fight than I want to deal with. Although there's a mountain monastery over here. I'm just gonna, I could do this. I got one more day after this. Because I'm running low on time, I'm gonna do this right now. But there's potentially a better opportunity out there that I just missed out on. Good morale? No. I will lose the one fawn, that's fine. Okay. And I mean, he's gonna want to hit like a hammer. I'm gonna go for the defense here. I'm out of time. Got one more turn after this. Okay, this is the last turn before the next fight. And hey, it's possible. It is possible that we could run into some issues. I don't know about this. This Pit of Glory might not be useful for most of these troops, but I could see this actually being kind of useful just for the Phoenixes. I can see this being useful for the Phoenixes. You're gonna have to pay out the nose. How much is it? So much. But that's actually like a really big upgrade because of Heat Wave. So 171, I need 7k more gold. Can I get there? If I sell everything, can I get there? Don't sell the crystal. I think you need the crystal still. I need a little bit more gold. I can go to here and back. I can go to here and back. These dragons, these toads, they're actually classified as dragons. They're actually way tougher than I like. Like, I've run into a big patch of them and I just got obliterated. I don't want any part of these guys if I can help it. I know it says I'm going to kill 10 to 13 or the full stack, but geez, they are not my favorite thing to deal with if I can help it. Morning Dew, it's free. Here. Here. Okay. And that's another level. I don't think I need the logistics or anything. I'm just going to take the stats. Let's just go for the defense. Don't need the ring there. This should hopefully be like 6k gold. Hopefully this is enough gold to solve all my problems. There's one. There's two. And there's the one Troglodyte King. I kind of like this battle. It's kind of silly, but I kind of like it. Back here. Back here. Heads go there. And let's just hope that these Medusa don't do anything too crazy. Let's see what they do. One hoplet. That's fine. I'm not going to waste the rewind life on that. Okay. But now, I mean, with the Flaming Phoenixes, that's actually, again, that's a big upgrade. That's a huge upgrade. I don't know if I want to take this curse. I could use so many more artifacts, though. Oops. Overwhelming. And tomorrow we have to fight. And tomorrow we have to fight. I'm not going to accept that. That's sad. But I do want to fight that fight. Like, I'd love to, but I just shouldn't. Should not. Alrighty. You know, if I can get just another 750 gold, I can get into Thunder Killings. I'm going to do that. Because I think that if I sell all my crystal, 3 more crystal at 166, I think I got there. That's awesome. What a nifty moment there that was. Yep. And we're gonna upgrade the killings. So my enemy's gonna see this, and honestly, even if it's like if it's a really close fight, I don't know if I would want to stick around if I was them. Because if you do stick around, like it's like, well, they're gonna assume that I've got full upgrades. At least I would. Assume that they got full upgrades, etc., etc. And I think that this is fine. Okay, all right, this is the best I could do. Ooh, what do you mean killin' is pronounced like chillin'? You know what, for the Bearded Man, for the pronunciation of killin', I'm going for killin' from now on as opposed to chillin', because I don't know. I've had many people say it's one way. I've had many people say it's the other way. I don't really know at this point. I really don't. But I'm sure, whatever the case, that we're going to figure this out. I'm guessing that this guy's going to have forces right here. We might clash immediately. 32. Oh, this is okay. I can do this. Yeah, if I was this guy, I would be not feeling good about my life. Now I can get the Phoenixes in here. And I really might want to. Otherwise, I can do Twilight. I think that we want to do Twilight for sure. I think we wait. If this guy hastes, he can snipe out any one target. But at least now I don't have to worry about these Astringers unless he has whatever that one spell is. By the way, 22 attack, 16 defense, 5 spell power, 102 spell points left. He's got 110 spell points, 25, 17, and 10. So he's a better spellcaster than me. He brought down my spellcasting by a bit. Okay, what has he picked up since then? So he's got leadership, armor, offense, expert combat. So +2, heroic strikes cost a little bit less. He also has Holy Sigil, the second man. So offense, summon, avatar, siegecraft, combat. So that's why he took the combat, because he's got all of these and he's got all of these. So he actually got a really, really nice relic. He should be quite proud of himself for that. That's actually really, really nice. Meanwhile, I mean, at least I picked up this, but geez, this is not as good as I would have liked. Is he gonna haste? Dude, what are you gonna do? Half of his clock is run out. If you run out the clock, you just skip that unit. Like, he's probably fine. He's just probably like upset. I'd be upset. It's like, hey, wait a second. What'd you do? Arena's touch? So +1 initiative, but not much more. I could do Awakened Air. I could spend all my charges right now if I want to. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point. He's already cast his spell. He does not have Thaumaturgy, so I think I just wait, because I think that my ranged damage is just going to outdo him, all things considered. Morning Dew. I'm going to wait on that because I'm going to get some focus points here. And I know these Astringers are basically useless. Should I pummel the damage here, or should I just do the most effective use of my turn? I think I'm just going to use the most effective turn I can. Let's do Swarm of Bees. Five to 7. If I'm him, I'm rushing down the battlefield. He's going back. It's going to last 2 turns. It's still going to last 2 turns, regardless of your focus point or your faction law points. There's 29. Oh, geez. He got the special ability where occasionally you can get extra heroic strikes off. That was actually just lucky. It wasn't even... You're not even good. That was just lucky. I'm gonna do the heroic strike because I want the extra stats more than anything. I'm gonna crowd around these fawn archers. Now I'm gonna do the morning dew. We go to here. And he does have the charge ability, which increases speed and initiative. He hasn't used any focus charges yet, but if he had, that would have been interesting. I'm going to, let's see. I kind of want to just sit here to prevent him from doing damage. I think I lose, let's see, 44 attack, 36 defense. Does he do 900 damage to me? How much did he do to the other guys? Dawn Hoplets, he did like 1100 damage. Because I just don't want him to get into the fawns is really the thing. I don't think he's going to kill all the phoenixes. And then I'm just going to move back. I'll sacrifice the naiads. So I'll get to go first. So I'll attack. Don't die. Oh, I got the good luck. So he didn't even get a retaliation. That's awesome. I could vulnerability the full stack here. This is really just the thing to worry about, though. Yeah, this is really the thing to worry about here. Heroic strike. If I do this, he's going to reach the fawns. So I actually want to step back. It sounds crazy, but I do want to do that. Because with only 17, I'm just not worried. Like, this is inviting him to take the naiads and to leave the fawns alone. And that is really what I want. And there's no way he can really get through here if he blinks. But he doesn't have... There's no indication that he'll have blink. No indication whatsoever. And we've equalized... What was that? Oh, it was black hole. Yeah, so black hole, it pulled the fawns in. Some damage up here. Wasn't bad. There's a good morale. Is he going to get through the herbomancers? I kind of hope... I don't know. If he attacks the flaming phoenixes, then they'll actually retaliate and kill here, funny enough. Okay, one survives. That's interesting. I'm gonna stay put. I'll deal with these Astringers later. You are my focus because you're the vulnerability. We're just gonna continue to do damage this way. I could Shroom Song and pick up more spell points. I don't think I need the spell points more than I need anything else. So we're gonna move out of the way of the swing gate. And then 70 fawns has to kill Astringers. I know these guys are. I know that these guys are vulnerable, plus 50% damage from all sources, but I think that the Thunder Killing are going to back off and take them. And they're the Astringers. So he actually cast, what was it? Purging Touch? Oh, so he took Purging Touch as opposed to the other thing. Yeah, new ability, Purging Touch. That cleansed all that, and so now, like, I could go back. I don't think I actually want to, though, especially since he killed all them. I think I gotta awaken, do so much damage as many times as I can. So now my initiative is high enough. Stay alive. I do still have Rewind Life. I'm probably gonna use that in a second. Drop the Heroic Strike. And even if I lose the Phoenixes, I'm still fine because then they have the Awaken ability, or like they're immortal. They'll leave a pile of ashes on the ground, and they're not gonna be able to actually like wake up and do too much damage to me. I'm gonna save the Rewind Life. I could put these guys to sleep. Oh, that would be sick, actually. Hold on. How long is it gonna last? It's gonna last so long. 3 turns. Yeah, your Astringers just don't get to play the game at this point. Yeah, your Astringers just don't get to play the game. Okay, there's a Rewind Life onto him. He's up to 4 Noble Cavalry. Okay, but that's the Phoenixes do go down. Now you have to kill this little thing. You have to kill this. If you don't, I'm gonna get additional Phoenixes back. There's 1 Heroic Strike. It's not gonna be enough, dude. It's not gonna be enough. I do want to keep all my forces alive. No sense in losing people needlessly. Do I Shroom Song here? Absolutely not. Lucky Strike, we'll take it. Quick little retaliation. Yeah, but yeah, for 3 more turns, I'm just not gonna have to worry about you. Because I don't know how long it takes for that purging touch. Heroic Strike killed how many? Oh my gosh, what in the junk? Whoa, 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 whoa. Why does he just get to use Heroic Strike twice every time? No, that's not right. He's gotten 2 instances of that really good luck. Oh my gosh, the morale is killing me, folks. Folks, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose when I was actually looking really, really good, and it's just because of the morale. We're gonna go for 45 of the Fallen Archers because somebody's got to deal with these guys. Oh, but they're not gonna get to take their turn. Not yet. Somebody's got to kill you. Man, I wish I had a summon. Okay. We're spreading it around. Are you telling me Fawns just don't get their turn because I just rewound life? I think that that's correct. So now the Astringer's going to kill the full stack. That means I should have killed somebody else. Masterful Rewind Life and you just don't get a turn? Masterful Rewind Life and you just don't get a turn if you're brought back from the dead. I did not realize that that's how that worked. Did not realize that that's how that worked. Okay. Well, how long did that take? It was cooldown of 4 turns. I mean, I'm not going to win because he's going to just Heroic Strike me into the ground. Like, I just can't stop that. But in theory, I could Twilight and I could like run around. I need to get a summon. I need like Primal Revenants, or I need like I need something. That wasn't quite it. Okay, and so we play on, and so we play on. Okay. Well, next fight's going to be in a while. We did kind of sell out to get to this point though, which is kind of interesting. Like we really, by using this Pit of Glory, we really tried to end the fight right there. And I don't regret that decision, but that means that we need to be very aggressive now. And I'm sure that we can. Positive that we can. Okay, not enough points there. 600 gold. I am going to trade a little bit of resources. Again, a little bit of resources. So we can finally get the +2, +2, +2. And here we go. Let's see. Fine. Okay. And we're gonna have to remember to keep using pretty much all of our abilities. Like at no point should we take a day off, as it were. Just kill, 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 do, do, do. Don't lose a Phoenix here, that's for sure. 6 to 7, nice. 26. Okay. And for 5,000 gold, that's +2 to all attributes. There's another mountain monastery over here. I just don't have the gold for it. I'm going to just go into the very center of the battlefield, though. I will take all this, but once we get into the desert, there should be some nice stuff in there. And I don't think that he already picked up all the stuff in the desert. I think that he's actually doing what I do, and he's just like a little bit slower than he'd like to be. I think he's just staying in the rear. I'm staying in his starting area. I don't think either of us broke into the desert. Which, honestly, if you can break into the desert, you should. Pretty much every time. There's no reason not to. Kill 2. Kill 3. But especially because of just how much value I've gotten troops, I shouldn't take any losses in the desert. Famous last words, right? But it should be okay. Boots of Travel. I'm actually going to pull that on. The initiative is going to be important later. Mimic of the Cyclops King, not so useful. Yeah, plus 10% bonus movement. Let's do that. And we'll come back for Dragon Utopias and for boxes in this area a little bit later. But now I think I just want to go. Okay, these are the Mist Killing. They're pretty fast, but not too fast. 1 to 2. I do still want to focus on spell points. After that previous fight, though, I think that we've all seen that I would have really wished that I had, really wish I had a little bit more leadership going on. Like a little bit more morale would have actually been not just good, but great. 6, 13. Yeah, not just good, but great. And we're going to take a little bit of damage onto the hoplets. One hoplet goes down here. Okay. But those are the guardians into this area, and we just kind of smashed right through them. So let's pick up the castle that's in here, and then we can move around a little bit better. I don't think I'm going to go for a second castle. Maybe I do. Like, I sold out so hard for that win. By not getting it, I really cost myself a lot in resources. I never did pick up a gem mine or a mercury vein. Issues everywhere. Go here. Okay, full spell points. Okay, so +1 to our spells with primal, and that is kind of where I want to go. I love since I've got expert nightshade anyway, I kind of want star children. So let's see if we can find enough resources, get to a 5th tier mage guild, because then if we can get to that, we're going to just be so much better off than we were otherwise. Twilight's interesting, vulnerability's interesting. Let's just wait, because I don't want them to do their Fire Blast ability. This is actually quite a bit more than I was planning on. Biggest stack is up here. We're gonna do vulnerability. Okay, at least the fawns are doing ridiculous damage. Gonna be a little too slow, which is great. Didn't get the good luck. I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't take the retaliation there. But Phoenixes can get just this massive shot off. 1 and then 2. Is there any other spells I want to cast in the meantime? I'm just gonna hold on to the Rewind Life. I'm gonna do the Heroic Strike here though. Didn't get good luck. Is it going to be 1 Rewind Life there? Those losses are not great, but okay in general. Sweet. And here, Swift Strike, no retaliation. Okay, and so there's still some losses, but overall not too bad. Overall it's acceptable. For what we're just picking up, it's super good. I'm going to take the Advanced Logistics, and I'm going to try and get into, since we're in the desert now, I'm going to try and get something else that's going to save me. Song of Power, I guess, is what we're going to pick. Altar of Insight, +1 Insight. I'll take it. Next time we find a Mage Guild, we're going to be good there. I'm not going to go into this because I just don't think it's going to be particularly useful, but let's go for some of these upper tier opportunities. Dragon Tooth. Hold on. I don't really have a headpiece yet. I don't have a headpiece yet. We got the spell points for it. Okay. Let's spread out just in case the dragons do get down the battlefield in the first try. Oh, they're black dragons, not ashen dragons. If they were ashen dragons, they'd get down the battlefield in 1 try. Seems a little counterintuitive, if you ask me. We will save the Rewind Life, because at some point that's going to be useful. Let's just recklessly charge down the battlefield. Maybe we get good morale. We don't. Okay. Yeah, and I wouldn't mind if the fawns just end up taking like all this damage. They kill not 1 full dragon, but they did their best. And they're not gonna be able to reach the fawns, which is actually nuts. I'm super fine with that. So we're gonna rewind life here on the kill-ins in just a second, it looks like. They might mess this up. If I don't cast rewind life now, I might not get the chance later. Because they might just kill themselves as they're attacking phoenixes and stuff. Okay, that's fine. No dragon can kill me. Okay, there's the expert logistics, and now we've got secret passages, so terrain penalties are not nearly as bad. We don't have boots for that. I'm gonna get rid of this. This one we save, this one we don't. Not nearly as good. And then I do want to use my other dimension door, probably right about there. Oh, I overshot it. My bad. Okay, but right now we are to the point where we should be able to clear out like most of these issues. Like there should not be anything that can really cause us too much harm. They say that and watch as we end up having major problems. Rogue strikes. We're gonna fight right to left, and so everybody else is gonna kind of run away. Fawns are gonna be fine. Okay. Whoops. It's amazing how even in a turn-based strategy game, you can still have misclicks. Like, it's actually interesting how that works. -10 attack to enemy creatures. I don't think that's better than the lance, but because we've already got so much other opportunity, like we've already got so much attack skill anyway, I think that's still going to be a little bit better. No purchases at the moment. No upgrades at the moment. I'll do Children of the Wild. That's actually... Do I get the benefit now? It looks like I don't. That's so sad. I was hoping I would get the additional movement points right then and there. That's not how that works, unfortunately. Okay, and this should actually be a kind of a tough fight. Yeah, this is actually a fairly tough fight, all things considered. Wait. Fawns will kill there. You know what? Oh, because you just stuck. Because this guy just walked up, I don't actually have to worry about the cavalry coming out, which is kind of funny. Not like haha funny, more like hee hee funny. I don't know. We'll get him in a second. I think he can walk up though. You know what? Hold on, just because I don't like your face, let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that. I don't think that the phoenixes are gonna take too much damage. It'll be fine. Can I kill you there? No, you're blocked off a little bit. Okay. No, not the hoplets. You know what? There's times where I swear that the AI is like, you know what? It's been a while since the AI got good morale. We're just gonna give you good morale. And when it happens, I can't help but feel like they did it on purpose. I know, that's not how AIs work. Or at least they shouldn't work like that. Golly. How many turns is it gonna take me to rewind life again? 4? I'm not doing that. We'll just take the losses on the hoplets. 7 hoplets go down, plus the 4 fawns. And then instantly, scouting skyship. I just want to know what's around here. Okay, we've already got a belt. But I can use... No, I don't have a belt. I can take that belt. Robe of Enlightenment. Interesting, but not critical. Second Shade is actually interesting for the additional morale, or the additional other forces. Another Orb of Eternity. I don't know if they stack. Armor of Wonder, that's not as good. That's better. I don't know if that's better or worse than my Dragon Scale. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this though. Let's go get this gold mine, since it is fairly cheap, all things considered. At this stage in the game, you should already have your gold problem situated. I just don't. And I wish I did. I wish the gold wasn't a problem. What am I doing? I don't need to fight this fight. And then the Lost Library is interesting, just not critical. I think that we just pop up here onto the Sanguine Liches. How many is there? Jeez, that's a bunch. Okay, well, that is a bunch. Tons of damage with the good luck, we'll take it. Killins did not get the good luck. I really wish I had leadership. Oh, I wish I had leadership so bad. My life would be just so much better. I'll tank the damage here. That should be fine. Please don't kill my Dawn Hoplets. Or my Dew Hoplets. I really need them to survive. There's very few things I want to ask of the AI right now. Just keep them alive, please, for me. Okay. +2, +2, +2. Very happy for that. We got plenty of gold, so taking this fight shouldn't be an issue afterwards. How many is this? This is a bunch. And remember, these guys have magic resistance, so it's not bad for a might hero like me, but for everybody else is kind of an issue. We can't use vulnerability. We're just going to end up using Rewind Life, I suppose. This is an ability, it's not magic. Doesn't count like that. Go 5 to 7. Infuse armor is going to be +2 speed. I'm just going to have to hope that that doesn't hurt me too bad in a second. Let's just do one swipe here. If I stay out here, I'm going to get attacked. I'm going to back off. I guess I'm going to lose these vines because I stuck them in the wrong spot. Ouch. Oh, and you get good morale. You suck. Hate you so much. Hate you so much. We do want to skip as much as possible, though. Golly, that was just great, wasn't it? Well, okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna rewind life on the fawns anyway. I just refuse to lose any of that stack. But now one of these guys is gonna get to do their infused armor. That one does. Big strike, and they got good luck. Yeah, I swear that the AI plays better in the late game as opposed to the early game. I swear it does. Let's do the one rewind life now. No, let's not. We'll do it in a second. Did my phoenixes just skip their turn? What? Did I accidentally skip the phoenix's turn? I'm so confused. I was like trying to figure out the best place to put them, and then they just lost their turn, I guess? Question mark? Hello? Yeah, I think I just skipped my phoenixes somehow. I think that if you click too much, like if I hit the wait button too many times, it absolutely does affect whether or not I get my turn, which I'm sorry, it should not be that way. It's like not okay. Infernal Cirque is not going to help me because all my skills are at max anyway. So I don't need that. We are out of dimension doors. I think you just want a town portal to the middle. Is there a magic well here? I don't see one. Yeah, I think you just go to Sunspire. Well, you know what? You can go back, pick up forces, and then you can just town portal back in first thing in the morning. Let's go additional speed for the hoplets and the other gentlemen, herbomancers. Okay, I am going to upgrade this Thunder Layer for sure. And then before the end of all things, we are going to get the Murmurmancers back into full action. I don't anticipate we're going to find any boxes of some other stuff, so I'm just not going to worry about this. Oh, we're out of gold? We're out of gold. Okay. Well, hell, let's just go get some more gold. Back to Sunspire. I think it's time for this Dragon Utopia. Vori Ruins, it's probably time for that. We can take this fight pretty much anytime because it's right there. So let's do things one by one. Let's fight here first and then we'll go. Good evening to everybody that's joined us, by the way. Stixel, Bearded Man, Crazy FX1, tons of people who are here. Awesome. Hello, Phixwife. Love you all. Sorry, we're just in the middle of this. And I don't want to say I'm losing. I don't think I'm losing, but we definitely need to focus. So I apologize for not paying good attention to chat. Maybe that's the mark of a real good streamer, is that they can actually play a game and talk at the same time. I cannot. Clearly, I cannot at the moment. The Knight's Order, I just assumed I would have that. I don't even have enough gold to trade. I guess we'll have to come back to that later. This fight is not my favorite. I guess I don't need the experience that bad. I don't need it that bad. I'm just going to do a quick Twilight. There. Let the enemies come to me. Oops. Didn't mean to skip on that. My bad. Kill all the little trogs. All the dancers. And all the Medusa. Okay. But this fight should be fairly tough. Yeah, it's actually the least aggressive creature bank it could have been, though, which is kind of nice. I think it's like 1 and then 2. I think. Yeah, 2 and then 1. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna pull the Phoenix back. Is this gonna kill at least 1? Oh, with the Lucky Strike we kill 2. Nice. Okay. And then I'm just going to assume that the Fawns are going to kill the full stack. There's no guarantee that they do. Favorable Wind. Now I definitely do. Dude, Favorable Wind increases the damage so freaking much. Holy kittens. That's actually a nutty spell. I really wish I had Thaumaturgy. Oh, I got some good spells. I just don't have the ability to cast them. Ah, it's so bad. So bad. Okay, but now we're getting enough resources that these Vori Ruins are actually saving us a lot of trouble. Are you... You're sharpshooters? Okay. I couldn't remember if these were the ones that are duelists or if they're sharpshooters, so you actually do want to get down the battlefield as quickly as possible. It's just Twilight. And can they fly the whole way? No, they cannot. Oh, I'm sorry. Is somebody really, 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 really ridiculously slow? Aw, you poor thing. Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you. Okay. And we're to the point where, thankfully, we've got all the tools to deal with these forces so far, but I'm well aware because I've lost. I have lost at this stage of the game before just because I was a little bit too cavalier with my forces. I absolutely know it's still totally possible to lose this game just to neutral creatures if you're not careful. But we do want to be very careful still, folks. We're still taking every single one of these fights very, very seriously. And we need to do a good job of scouting out our opponents before we actually end up fighting them. Because it could be our downfall. It could be our doom if we don't. Okay, this one should go pretty much the same way as before. Yeah. Okay. This time we don't get good luck. The Heroic Strike, though. That's still fine. A little damage here. Guess this way the Hoplites can help out. That's nice. And I will yet again believe that the Fawns will do this. Yeah, Favorable Wind. 200% bonus freaking damage. Oh, 20%? 20% bonus damage. That's still insane. Like, you think about how much damage that is. For these Fawns that are already doing so much damage, that might be my best spell now. But there's just so many other good ones too. It's such a struggle. It is such a struggle. Okay, we pick up 8,400 experience. I do have one more Dimension Door. I don't know, maybe the Monty Hall's got something good for me. There's a magic well over here, so there's my magic well. I'll take the Monty Hall, I guess. Whispers of Doubt, cool. Yeah, and with 273 spell points total, I actually wish I had more spell power than I did spell points at the moment. Like, there comes a point where you would prefer to have one over the other. We've officially reached that point. We do lose a killing on this retaliation. No bueno. Before anything else happens, let's just do that rewind life. It's so importante. Don't lose a Phoenix, though. Okay. you know what? We haven't had a sigil yet. This is actually important. So logistics, battle magic, and wisdom. We do have wisdom and logistics, but wisdom is the only one that really matters there. Holy sigil and merit, luck, economy, daylight magic. I think it's no question. For the luck, I think that getting all of the sub skills for luck is super good. Let's do that. There's the Nightshade Tome. And so, perfect, folks. Expert Nightshade and the Nightshade Tome, we are officially cooking. We got 6 days until the end of the battle. We are right on track. We're right where we need to be. Oh my goodness. Can I not get over here? Apparently, oh no, that's his area? You are kidding me, no. Oh, that's so disappointing. I think that's his area. And so since I don't own it, I can't get in there. That's so sad. Maybe it's the area where there's like a town portal. Sometimes that does happen. There's like a town portal area. And you can take the lift into that new area. Perhaps that's what's going on there. Still, I'm sad. I'm so sad. Because I need that. I really do. Because I think that if I have the Summon Star Children, I think I just roll. Without it, I think I'm in trouble. 3 more turns? Yeah. And so, if I can see it, I'm just gonna hope that I can get to it. If that is in the enemy's area and I just won't have access to that this game, I'm gonna be so sad. Worst things have happened, sure, but maybe the worst thing I could think of that's happened to me all day, for what that's worth. Alright, that's enough. We beat up our opponents plenty. Level 24. I still kind of want the defense. I kind of want the spell power, though. Spell power is going to equal additional Star Children. Yeah, if we can go to this portal, maybe that's going to take us over here. I'm just going to hope. Forge of the Second Man. Could be... Do I really need to fight this fight? I don't think so. Kill here. And just end turn. There we go. Okay. Omen Collar. So this is actually interesting. So we have the other Truth Seeker item. I think I just want to purchase this immediately. We'll take most of my gold. Is there any other way I can trade for it? I think this is actually an exceptionally good artifact for me because +1 rounds to the cooldown of all enemy spells. I think that's kind of interesting. You know what? I would pay for the Ring of Neutrality. I think that I've already got... That's already a pretty good... It's already a pretty good defensive item. I'll keep that in mind. It will change at the new week, but we're not going to hit new week before all this happens. Okay, please take me to the place I want to go. Please take me to the place I want to go. Dang, you ugly. Oh, it's just level 1 worms? Okay. Alrighty, folks. Let's just do the vulnerability. Here. Because they're vulnerable, I'm just going to work there. I can kill 3 to 4 here. I might as well kill the full stack. Phoenixes aren't going to kill the full stack when they attack, even though they've got the... invulnerability on. Or vulnerability, rather, excuse me. 17, can't reach. Kill the full stack. Villains are awesome. And the enemies did not kind of group in the way I would have hoped. So I'm just going to let the Phoenixes kill here. Pretty good. I'll do a quick Twilight. It'll save you some damage later. If I attack here, then I know that I'm safe. Only one of these guys can get all the way back. Phoenixes are safe. Everybody's fine. It's good. And believe it or not, folks, I know this is going to be crazy, but believe it or not, it's actually going to be the Poplets that pick up the Rewind life. I'm actually quite surprised at that. Did not anticipate that at all. Okay, no losses. Oh, it doesn't take us to this area. No, this is his area. I need that so bad. Okay, well, you know what? Let's start doing this. We're just gonna have to pay for it the old-fashioned way. By the way, so many faction law points. It's insane. We're gonna get our phoenixes top notch, killings soon. Yes, yes. In 5 days, we can fight so much. It's not even gonna be a problem. A white tree. Once per game, it triggers 1 week of creature growth in all cities under the player's control. Holy kittens. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Huh. Also, by the way, I do want the School of Primal Magic, because that'll at least give me 1 summon, just in case things go really awry. At least I'm gonna have 1 full summon for me. I do already have Summon Starchild. Where'd I pick that up? What? Where'd I pick up Summon Starchild? I have no idea. I don't know when I picked that up or why I picked that up, but folks, we're about to have a really cool opportunity, and I'm very excited for it. We're gonna get a full extra week's worth of creatures. That just means we have to spend money to make money. That's really what that means. Okay, these guys go. Dead. Dead. Not quite in range. 5 to 10. Cool. And 5 to 10. This should be the end of the fight. I don't anticipate that the enemies are going to do much more to me. Okay. Yeah, but now we have the Summon Star Children. I mean, wait, hold on. How many are we summoning? We're going to take away Rewind Life. No, we're going to keep Rewind Life for a little bit longer. We're going to keep Rewind Life for just a little bit longer. Sash, no. Boots, no. Oh, we're out of movement points. Or we're out of dimension doors. I think that with this combination of spells, with the Summon Star Children, this should be plenty. In fact, Xmill's Rage, Armageddon, yeah. 61 Star Children with 26 and 23 is actually going to be bonkers. So I'm just going to summon this right now just so we can take a look. Yeah, 61. And let's just see how much damage these guys can do. Skip, skip, skip. Dun, 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 dun. If I had this last fight, we would have been doing much better. And that is one of the things I really do like about this game mode, is that none of the 3 fights are really the same. They always change over time, and that's actually good. That's really good that they're actually quite different from playthrough to playthrough. From moment to moment. I don't know. Am I gonna lose a Phoenix here? Not quite, I suppose. There's still 21 here. I don't know what these guys are gonna want to do. If they attack the Phoenix, then okay. Go for the Hoplets again. Come on. I need these guys alive. I guess I don't need them alive, but I definitely want them alive. And that's why we kept Rewind Life active. Okay. But yeah, 61 Star Children, all of a sudden they can just be awesome for you. In fact, I think we take the +1 spell power here. Okay. And then folks, the white tree. Look at all these creatures. That's so many creatures. We've got to do so much. Holy kittens. We've got to do so much. This one round, I don't think that that's going to be necessary. 4 Scholar Shrines resets all skills and attributes gained from levels, allowing 1 to retrain the hero only once per hero. No chance. At this stage in the game, no chance. No chance. Okay, 39k gold. I think if we go back here. Well, okay, if we go to Veil of Gates. Where do we go? This has got some okay forces in it. Yeah, 12, 20. I just don't have a way to like really move them around too well, because I never invested in additional town portals. We got 58 seconds. I got plenty of time to think about this. Not really. If you leave this area, you're in trouble. I think that my best bet is trying to make sure I have plenty of gold, though. Is there a better place to get gold? We've already picked up these 2 Vori ruins. There is a dragon utopia over here, but it's like 2 dimension doors out of the way. Does Cold Spring have enough forces to justify it? Not really. Not really. We still have 5 days, though. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Llewellyn, and we're gonna make this happen, folks. We're gonna hit intern now. It's gonna go on to day 4, and we're gonna start to leave some of these upgraded forces, so we don't have to just dismiss people. So keep the Herbomancers, drop the Hoplits, drop the Naiads. So we have 3 slots open for low tier creatures to get upgraded later. We should still be able to like fight over here with no problems. You gotta take the Phoenixes with you because you're gonna want to get them upgraded at the Pit of Glory later. Like you will, for sure. Save everything else at the moment. Okay, go get some additional resources up here. Destroy because it's free. Yeah, and if my enemy gets the white tree, then we're really cooked because they had the Legs of the Legion artifact. And I mean, with that, they can do so much. Don't tell them that, though. Don't tell them that. If I was a stream sniper, then that's what I would tell them to do. Okay. Let's just do the quick Twilight. I can't believe that a tier 3 spell is so good. It's too good as a tier 3 spell. Here. Oh wait, are we gonna kill you on the first go? I guess I didn't even need to cast that. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, but that's the additional gold I need. And resources. I mean, 411 alchemical dust. I mean, we're gonna need to start upgrading some of our other stuff pretty quickly. Okay, and then we go. Then we go to Cold Spring. Take this. You're gonna take a lot of losses, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Everything's a potential. I got these 2. Focus. Killings. Yeah, let's go fight the dragons. I wanted to say I can hit Q to end the battle, but I just don't know if I can. And the fact that I don't know is actually really, really sad because I still struggle to figure out exactly how many forces I should be able to take and how many I shouldn't. Because sometimes the AI will just do a fight and they'll absolutely surprise me and I'll think, oh, this is easy. And then we'll get down to it. We'll get down to brass tacks and then we find out that we just completely misunderstood. And that's just an experience thing. The more experience we get, the less of an issue that should be. 100 experience. Okay. I don't need to do the sacrificial shrine. I don't think that level 26 is going to be an issue. Thankfully, it's like the low Dragon Utopia. I say thankfully just because that way I don't have to deal with like 5 dragons in a stack. We're going to save this Rewind Life. So, you know, if we just summon Star Children now, maybe they'll go for those. Strike. Pop them there. I'm gonna awaken just so that way I can maybe get like a little bit of extra damage. We do. Okay, and so we gotta rewind life on the fawns. Okay, yeah, we're gonna rewind life on the big stack of fawns in just a second. Okay, defend. Can't even attack. We didn't even lose that many. 15? Is that all we lost? Is that all we lost? You're telling me all those dragons fought you and you only lost 15? That's crazy. Pretty good. Spell power for additional ones of those. Okay. So, Daylight Tome. We don't have a Daylight Orb, but that is interesting. The Ancient Idol is actually good, but only good if you have Thaumaturgy. For Arcane Magic Scouting, Battlecraft Thaumaturgy, yeah, I'm still better off where I'm at. And then we are running low on time, 26 seconds. 26 seconds. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to get all the way up to here. We pick up the Killins. No, we don't have army slots. Thought I planned this. Okay. 5 seconds left. Purchase everybody. Okay, and we're on to a new day. So we got day 3. So we got a little bit extra time. But now we can go back. I think you actually want to I think you want to do it like this. Is that enough to get me there? Dimension door? Not quite. Dimension door. Okay, and then I can town portal all the way back away later. All right, full upgrades. Let's go. Here and there. Trying to pick up Broomwood Shack. Go for the Murmurmancers. Phoenixes, we still do need to get those upgrades, so we're not going to take the vines with us. We're going to take pretty much everybody else, though. We can do the Mage Guild somewhere else. Let's purchase. Got him. This is a big marshaling of the forces. And we've actually done a pretty good job of getting most of the forces up here. So because of this, the Pit of Glory, I think I want to go to Cold Spring. And then we're going to Dimension Door as close as we can. And then at the beginning of the new day, we're going to head into the center and get whatever final thing we possibly can. Okay, we can't get anything here today, but we're not moving anywhere else. We're out of Dimension Doors and all sorts of stuff. We're probably going to pick up this Mountain Monastery. 26 seconds left. And turn. 3 days until the battle. Yeah, so we'll go to here, fight the Dragon Utopia, go through the liths again, and then we'll see whatever else we can find on this final day. But at this point, folks, this is a good fighting force. I am not sad with this fighting force at all. Oh, shoot. Probably would be still a good idea to end on the end of day 1 at our home Mage Guild. Probably would be. How much do we need? 2,800? We are so far away, but we still have so many resources. It's fine. Let's just make this Mage Guild purchase here. The Mycelium Roots would be interesting at this stage in the game, just to bury all of our forces to the front. Would be interesting. Anyway. They need a marketplace button that I can access without going into the town. It just takes way too much time, unfortunately. Don't like it. How much did we say it was? Was it 17? Was it more? How much was it? How much is this? 2,800? Oh, we're still 8k away? We're 8k away? Holy cow. I'm just going to assume that I don't need to buy any more spells. Okay, that should do it. Oh, 15 crystals, you're kidding me. I overtraded by that much. I knew I was trying to make sure I didn't overtrade too much, but okay. All right. At least we're going to have all these phoenixes. No! I hate you. I hate you so much. Gold. Golly, that was way too tough. And now we don't have the gold for the monastery. There's a little bit of treasure here. Yeah, but it takes 5k. There's no way we have enough for that. There's 2 monasteries. So let's just go back to Sunspire. Let's go on in. Make this happen. Press hotkey M to go to the marketplace, Soren says. Okay, gotcha. It's a good thing you put that in all bold capital letters, otherwise I wouldn't have seen it. Because I've got my chat in the far corner, and I really am... It's not that I'm trying not to pay attention, I literally don't have time to look over because I'm so worried about time. 37 seconds left on this turn. Like, for example, I got 50 seconds of in-battle time. I should probably take a look at this. Okay, so for example, do you want this? No. Do you want these boots? I think I need to swap out boots and boots. I need to... I've got 400 alchemical dust. I need to upgrade all of this. Negative 5% more attack. We're going to upgrade these artifacts. Yeah, so swap there for the boots. Upgrade all these. We got a lot to do. And then we'll pull out the arcane magic. We'll put in the daylight tome because rewind life is just not as good as the full school of magic. And actually, because of this tome, we need to focus our remaining points. We need to focus our remaining points in our faction law points somewhere else. So let's do this now. Now is the time. Upgrade. 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 We're down to 11 alchemical dust. That's so little. We got 4 points here. Let's go into Power of the Written Word since we have 2 tomes. This is a tier 5. This is a top tier dragon utopia, which is crazy. Kind of wish I had the rewind life now. Yeah, but tier 5 spells are so good. Radiant armor is only tier 3. Yeah, if we can get this up 1 more, we're gonna be feeling so good. I'm gonna. Oh wait, that did work. Oh, it's so I am to the level where it'll affect everybody. And in a second, it'll be up to the level where it'll affect everybody at 40% instead of 30%. It's actually a really nice upgrade. It's actually like a big deal. And killed maybe 2 cave dragons here. Let's just try to kill 2. We got 3. Even better. 11, 14. We're gonna lose like 30. Yeah, we're gonna lose like 30 of these fawns. It's not great. I don't like it. You know I don't, but just the price of doing business. Yeah, because I don't have rewind life anymore because I took that scroll off. Okay. Maybe some good spells there. I don't know. 13 seconds left. Okay, now all my spells should be even better. I have another town portal. I do. Going to here, please, today. And there's Tome of Nightshade. Nightshade Tome. I don't know if that's gonna be better or worse. Sandals of the Saint, is that better or worse than having the initiative? I think that you want the Sandals of the Saint with the Armor of Wander. We already got 2 Armors of Wander. I think that this is fine. Do I really even need Nightshade Tome anymore? I think you do. At last I found it. Yes, indeed. But I do think that you still want it. I do think that you still want it. Okay. And for this fight, this shouldn't be too tough. It really shouldn't be. Look how many of these excommunicators we're killing. Oh my goodness. Insane. Thank goodness none of them got good morale though. That actually would have been a problem. Oof. Well, we don't have a lot of morale, but we got good luck anyway. Okay, but which school of magic do we put in place of it? Full star, don't need that at this point. Lion shield, there we go. Everybody, that's what we need. That's a big pickup because the lion shield is going to be super helpful. Or it's going to give us this bonus. Creatures from different factions don't lower each other's morale. Oh, never mind. It's garbage. Never mind. It's still going to be better than the shield of the rampaging ogre. So I think that we're going to swap out the Orb of Twilight. No, we're going to swap out the Primordial Orb. I just don't think that my upper tier spellcasting is going to be that useful. It's amazing that I'm using battle as an opportunity to like do nothing. Spell multiplier for the summon Primal Remnant. That could, I mean, you know what? You might. I think you want to keep Daylight Magic. Yep. If you keep, I don't think I actually need this. If this is not here, I still think I cast Nightshade at a high level, and I don't think the enemy is going to be casting Nightshade at all. I just want to make sure though. Daylight Magic. I really needed Thaumaturgy so badly. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I wasn't even paying attention. I just assumed the fight was over and then I started to panic. 5-1. Oh, there's your panic for you. Okay, we're still gonna take the Lion Shield Courage. That's not gonna be useful. Yeah, Nightshade over that. Lion Shield there. Everything else looks okay. Sounds of the Saint, fine. We got minute 14. Let's just clear fog. That could be interesting. I think you just want the stats for the +4/+4. Sorcery Nightshade resistance. Is that better than luck? I think that the luck is just better. Okay, we gotta hurry. Move, children. Vamonos. And then this is actually a good opportunity for me to just check. So without the Orb of Twilight, am I still casting Nightshade magic at the top tier? I am currently. Yeah, Shadow Army, Coup de Grace, Naira's Kiss, good spells, good spells. But really, I think it's going to be this Summon Star Child with these huge stats. That's really going to be the thing I want to do. I don't know if turn 1, if I'm going to want to do Twilight or not. It'll depend. It's going to be so valuable. I need to use Echoes of the Murmurwood as soon as I can so I can cast 2 spells in the same round. That's actually going to be massive for me. And probably something that he didn't plan on. If it was me, I wouldn't have planned on it anyway. I'd be like, oh no, I didn't even realize. Okay. I'm just gonna skip one more time. Yeah, I'm actually using battles as an opportunity to catch my breath and not panic. Crazy. Okay. So +4 stats. We're gonna take the defense. You gotta go. I'm gonna do second wind now before I forget. I will fight the Dragon Utopia one more time. And then I wonder, so if I'm gonna fight the Dragon Utopia, I might get something good. I might want to try and go home and just go to the artifact merchant and see if I can find something. I really wish I'd purchased that Truthmaker item. No, I guess not. I guess the Lion Shield is okay for me anyway. Anyway. At this point, with 300 spell points, I don't need to go home. But I'd like to end my day in a castle, that's for sure. We just picked up level 27, which is actually pretty surprising. 23 seconds remaining after this. I'm not gonna get the opportunity to like upgrade my stuff. Not like I wished. I don't think I have a better spell. Yeah, I don't think I have a better spell than just early start. Okay, 3 black dragons, 3 to 4 of these ashen dragons. Gangsters will kill 1 cave dragon. It's gonna be like another 30 of these fawns, plus 2 of the naiads. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, are there any other changes I'm going to want to make? I think my artifacts are fine. I might try to upgrade them one more time. I don't think I have any forces at home I need to purchase. I don't think there's any upgrades. I could upgrade the naiads into the blue build. I don't know if that would be useful though. Anything else I need to do? Mage Guild level 5. I don't think I need any of those. All right, so we're gonna go right back. Make sure we got time. We already got the level 5 Mage Guild. Let's see, is there anything that we can upgrade here? If I was able to sell everything fast enough, I could. Any other purchases? We did pull in these final bits, and that's it, folks. Oh no, there were 6 unspent faction law points. I didn't have the time. 6 unspent faction law points. Dang it. Okay. And then wait, Sandals of the Saint, I think I was okay with those. So overall, I mean, not a bad hero. Helm of Legendary Enlightenment would have been pretty good. We weren't going to get to 6, but it's still going to be fine. Okay. Okay. And I think I want to keep... If I'm the enemy, I've always put my cavalry down here. I think I'm going to move things around just a little bit, just to make sure there's no problems. With this terrain, I think this is best for me. Okay, it's still 83 noble cavalry is your whole thing. That's your whole thing? Okay. Hatchet, Spellbinder's Hat, Jitney's Shield, 50 attack, 55 defense. Damn, this dude's a boss. Okay. So... he's probably going to counter this immediately. I think I just want to do Star Children. If I do Twilight, or if I do Summon Star Children, then immediately he knows, okay, it's only going to be casting at 44 instead of the full amount. I'm going to cast this immediately, though. Because the Stranger damage is like good, but it's not the best thing you ever saw. It's good, but this is the stack. And he did Twilight. Okay, not a bad choice. I'm going to let my clock run down, and then I'm going to do another spell. So he's cast his one spell. And so actually, this is kind of fine for me, so I'm going to skip. Echoes of the Murmur Woods. Dawn Hop, let's get the opportunity. Armageddon's in my back pocket. Summon Primal Remnant is kind of interesting. It's more kind of interesting. This might be my best time to cast it. Okay. Morning Dew. Okay, and I think he's just going to stay put, but the Star Children's Area Strike is going to counter this. I don't think the 300 Strangers is going to kill 44 Star Children. Maybe it will. I don't know if he wants to. I don't know if he's thinking in those terms. He's going to kill either this or this or this or this or this. He gets to choose. I kind of hope he kills the Phoenixes, because then I'll just do my... you suck. Then we will be better off. He has banned Nightshade Magic. Has he? Maybe. We do want to do a Heroic Strike just because we got the points for it. I'll defend. I don't think I mind just charging down the battlefield here. Wait a second. Did he Twilight before or after my Star Children got to go? Okay, well, that's not good. How many turns is this gonna last? 7? Jeez. Okay, actually, I'm in trouble. Yeah, 51 attack, 55 defense. He's... The best thing I can do is spend focus charges to try and get my stats up, but I'm so far behind. Yeah, he did a nice job going from fight 2 to fight 3. He did a really nice job in picking up additional forces, and this is the way it pretty much should be. It should be 50 plus stats. If you notice, it's not all in artifacts. Like, he did it in other ways. And I don't have a good spell to really counteract, because what you need is Daylight Magic, and you need, where is it? Inner Light. Affects all creatures adjacent to the target. It just reduces the negative effects applied. Doesn't eliminate them completely. He's gonna look to attack. Kills a couple. I'm actually gonna put you folks together. My next spell is gonna be Twilight, like pretty much for sure, right? Like pretty much for sure. Yeah, 51 attack, 65 defense. Dude's nuts. Yeah, dude's crazy. Alrighty, well. Yeah, I don't really have an answer. Really don't. I gotta go first, but I don't think Shadow Arm is gonna help. I don't think that Naira's Kiss is necessarily gonna help. I mean, I guess. I mean, you think about how many this kills, right? This kills 117 of the Astringers if they attack. That's pretty good. I don't think it's better than some of my other spells, though, is the problem. I just really need Thaumaturgy, even as a offensive type of guy. Yeah, Coup de Grace is not going to do it. Because again, you still are struggling with the issue of 81 Noble Cavalry just kind of being crazy for you. I guess I could Heroic Strike, Berserk. That's interesting. I don't think that's going to do it for you, but it is interesting. And again, Twilight. I mean, preventing them from using all these guys is pretty good. And then I get 15%. It just feels bad because it feels like there should be more I can do. And yeah, Twilight has just turned this into a bit of a struggle. There's Radiant Armor. I'm actually impressed that the Primal Revenant stood up for a full extra round. Now he's gonna go kill over here. The good morale just torches any of these creatures. He's probably gonna go for the Hoplets. Yeah, it's over. Not good. That was kind of interesting. I guess he wanted to stay away from everybody else. If I don't take my turn, then I don't have the chance of getting good morale. I don't think it's likely. I might as well move into position as if I can. At some point, you gotta get good morale. Someday. No. Yeah, no bueno. Yeah, he did a good job. Okay, so down go the vines. He's just slowly, methodically marching his way down the battlefield. There is the inner light, so the Astringers do get to continue to go. They get to choose their target. There's a Find Bolts ability, so they get 20% bonus damage. Huh. And the whole reason I'm doing this right now is because with my inner light, it'll affect all creatures adjacent to the target too. Problem is, it's only gonna do like +3, and that's still gonna be 2 turns, and so it's just really not the spell. I don't know. If I vulnerability right now, I'd get lots of extra damage off. Again, Berserk, it's fun, it's just not really there. Yeah, it's just not really there. I'm just gonna do this because it's fun. He didn't even hurt himself. He didn't even hurt himself. Yeah, 74 and 310 of the guard captains. Crazy. Well, there go the Phoenixes. High morale. If there's one thing I could have traded here, let's see. I guess I would have rather gotten rid of the logistics for... I don't know. Would I've gotten rid of logistics for something else? Clearly at this point. I don't know, I just think the logistics is so good though. It's hard for me to not take logistics. So late game then, I mean, now that we know what we know, I guess I should have gone for Fawn Warriors. They at least would have been useful. Okay. All right. I've had enough. Okay. All right. When 145 star children just plop right onto the map. There it is. Just do it. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh, it's so satisfying. My heroic strike's at least gonna kill all of them. Wait, did it not? Hold on. Rhythmic cadence. Heroic strike instantly kills all temporary. Oh, temporary units. That's the green units. It's not summoned units. That's different. All right. Well, folks, it's been fun. We're gonna peace out. We're gonna peace out. Alrighty. So that didn't work. That was bad. So I won the first game. I won the first fight. He won the second and the third. Now, a couple things to look at here. So first off, he had a good opportunity here. I want to point out when we get in, as we're exploring this. I love what he did with this. Oh, he sold it. He sold it, but I already knew he had it. He had the Legs of the Legion, which gives you 50% bonus growth in cities. I'm guessing that he's got up to the Hippodrome in all of these castles. Yep, Hippodrome, 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 and Hippodrome. Yeah. And so he was able to get all of that. And I'm guessing he got to his white tree for sure. And he got the white tree. And so these 83 cavalry, like he didn't have to go vertical, is kind of what I'm getting at here. He has exactly 1, 2, 3 types of units in his army, and he just focused on those 3 units. I have the tendency, I like to go vertical. I like to get into my top tier creatures, but it's very, very costly, right? Like if you think about it, if you're looking at the cost of your Pyre and your upgraded Phoenixes, like we spent so much gold here and we didn't even really get a good return on investment. We have one castle that's got up to the Pyre, and then we've got one other Shroomwood Shack, and that's it, right? If we could get all of these castles into the Thunder Layer and we could get a big stack of Killins, then okay, fine, sure, you know? And then at that point, then you can focus on getting as many of these Thunder Layers as possible. I think that there was one more. Typically there's like 2 or 3 in your starting biome area. But at least there's one there. The point is that it increases growth by 1. But then the opportunity cost is that you struggle to go vertical with the Phoenixes. Upgraded Phoenixes are really nice here. We didn't get the opportunity to do it, but the Heat Wave ability that dispels all negative effects from friendly creatures. This is the reason I got the Phoenixes, was for this ability. And I didn't even think to use it. Spells all negative effects from friendly creatures and all positive effects from enemies. Folks, the enemy cast Mass Twilight on us. I didn't even think about using Heat Wave. This is the whole reason why I upgraded these Phoenixes, is for this spell. Like, I have it in my brain that you don't go, like you do not go for the Energy Phoenix, because the Supernova and all this, like the damage is just not worth it nearly so much as the Heat Wave. And then I didn't actually use it. After 3 hours of focusing on this game, I fumbled at the end because my brain, I can't tell you. I can't tell you why I didn't. I cannot tell you why I didn't. It's like the central strategy for the Grove faction. And I did not use the Heat Wave ability that would have prevented the Twilight from affecting all my creatures. Do you think that fight would have gone much different if we didn't have Twilight? The answer is maybe. Like, it at least would have been more of a fight. At the end, 145 of the summoned Star Children was still nuts, right? But at least it would have been a fight. And I just didn't use my tools. That's, you know, I don't mind losing, but I don't like this feeling. That feels bad, actually. That feels really bad. Okay. Yeah, 121 Star Children. Okay. But again, I'm going to go back to the topic. So really, the argument for going vertical is top tier unit abilities, right? Like for example, Heat Wave. That's a game changer right there. That's a game changing type situation. But otherwise, doing what he did, he just goes for 1, 2, 3 types of creatures, actually makes a lot of sense. It makes so much sense, especially when, again, he picks up his white tree, especially when he's able to get, easily he can get all of these hippodromes, right? He did a nice job. He did a nice job. Interesting that he decided +2 to levels of all spells over the Spellbinder's hat. I guess he had enough spells. This is better early, this is better late. Let's take a look at his secondary skills, by the way. Logistics, Daylight Magic, Expert Combat. By the way, for Expert Righteousness, he did wait to cast Summon Star Children after some of his single tier creatures died. His single stacks went down. Yeah, but Primal Magic, Daylight Magic. He did have Expert Resistance. I didn't even really end up using that, but I feel like you have to go for Resistance and defense whenever you possibly can. If you can get offense, resistance, and defense, I feel like you got a chance in ways that you just don't otherwise. Okay. Then back to me. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to have unupgraded units. Like, at some point, I should have been able to squeeze that out. It shouldn't have been a problem. I think that there's a lot of opportunities I have to just simply play better. I think in the early game, I still enjoy being able to focus on the early economy, but then I say that, and then I never did pick up gems or Mercury. My Mercury Fisher just felt like it was out of the way the whole time, and then my gems also felt like they were similarly out of the way. If you are able to win the first battle, I mean, you consider how close we were to winning the second battle. Third battle, it was out there, it was over. But we were actually fairly close to winning that second battle. We were actually fairly close to winning that second battle. But he cleared out everything, folks. He cleared out everything. Still doesn't matter when he outscales you in attack and defense. I mean, yeah. Well, and the reason why he scaled so much better, I mean, for example, this hatchet, I mean, anytime you can get something that's going to give you the plus 15%, this whole artifact line is pretty nuts. Because, like, okay, he's at 50. Take that off, he's at 40. Like, that artifact is super good. And, I mean, he's level 27. He just did more than me. Level 27, level 27. If we take out all artifacts, did he upgrade any artifacts? 26, 21. (26, 21, 40, and 39). Yeah, and he just hit all of these +2s. Like, he didn't get this mountain monastery, but I'm guessing he just hit every other mountain monastery and every other opportunity. Even though it's level 27, 27, I'm guessing he just hit so many more opportunities, because otherwise there's no reason for him to outscale me so bad. In fact, the only reason that I'm level 27, it's safe to say, is because I took Expert Insight, so I got the additional XP. So I was able to keep up with him in levels, but not in actual in-game focus. Like, not in-game stats. How many stats did I miss? See, folks, this is the autopsy. You have to do the autopsy after everything is said and done. Not because you're not sad, right? Like, you're sad. Yeah, we're sad we lost, right? But we need to understand why. Like, +2 here. +1. There was another Pauper's Night that we didn't get because we didn't have the gold for it. There's probably some opportunities in here that we just didn't pick up. Mountain Monastery here for +2. +2. Well, I mean, +2 to everything, though. That's 2, 4. 2, 4 anyway. And then who even knows what's up here? Another thing that's kind of interesting. Thank you so much, Lord Shadowwing. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. Also interesting to note, as we're going through this, the relic you get is actually ridiculously important. So only having the extra sub skills for luck just feels pretty bad. Thorin says, what laws did he have? Let's take a look at that. But he also had, yeah, everything from offense and everything from combat. So everything from combat. Oh, you know what he did? Oh, wait a second. Hold on, folks. I gotta do something. I have to do something. Hold on. Where is it? Go to here in Sunspire. I think I might have missed a huge opportunity. And I'm excited to learn this. Okay. We go here. Where is it? Here it is. The Four Scholars Shrine. Just, I don't care. Just as long as I win. Okay. Are you sure you want to reset the hero skills and reselect them? So is this is not what I thought it was. Oh my gosh, this is not what I thought it was. Folks, I thought that this shrine, I thought that this was like the version that you get from the Hive faction, where it just sets you down to level 1. This actually is more powerful than I thought it was. I should have taken this. This was a huge opportunity that I missed. Because here, this resets everything, but you stay at level 27. So then you just get a level up 27 freaking times. That's massive, right? And then you take the ones you know you're going to want. In fact, this, oh my gosh, this is like a second opportunity to pick up all of this. Hold on. Intern. Stop. He did not get into one of these secondary skills, but he potentially could have. But then he built around combat, but not offense, because he used to have offense and combat, and then he reordered these, and that's when I noticed. That is so freaking interesting. And so, like, for example, what we could have done is go, let's just say luck. Let's just say we're going to try to go for one of these advanced classes. Defense, I think that you want to take defense for sure, one way or the other. Knowing that spells didn't really matter, I'll just take it like this. I'll take diplomacy. Well, fortune's favored. Friendly creatures always have max luck. I mean, it's interesting. You're still gonna struggle to potentially get this. But this is actually very, very interesting. And more importantly, what this does is, if I could have seen the right schools of magic, and there's one thing I'm looking at in particular. I'm trying to find one thing in particular. I guess I would take a Battlecraft here. Battlecraft, sure. Leadership, I definitely would have taken leadership. And where is it? I got one skill left I'm trying to find, and I was trying to find Thaumaturgy. Because if you can cast multiple spells per round, like, we're just doing so much better. Basic Summon Avatar is interesting, but not good enough. And you take their name as Legion, so you summon additional creatures. And so then really, your chance of getting Fortune's Favored or Wellspring of Vigor, I wouldn't bank on getting it just from random level ups. I think that it's best to maybe clear, and then maybe you go to, where is it? You go to a university, and then maybe you try and find, so maybe you do a little bit of work in the mid game or the early game. You go to the university, you figure out what skills are offered, and then you figure out whether or not you can get to one of these advanced classes at the end of all things. That's kind of interesting. He didn't really do that. Like, he used this, but he used it just to get the best secondary skills. And now for us, if you know you have Holy Sigil of Quicks, you're right, you pick Battlecraft or Scouting, you might even adjust your strategy to this, which is kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Okay, so I learned something new there. And then let's check out his faction laws that he took. Didn't go for astrology. Didn't really need to, I'm guessing. He's getting 4,200 a day in astrology. So he's basically upgraded all of these. He didn't go for Solar Temple 3 in just about anywhere. Nowhere. He's still getting 4,200? 165k gold a day. How much gold was I getting? He's getting an extra 5,000 gold a day over me? 4k, 3,500. So he must have taken... You can see it right here. Yeah, he was taking plus on gold more than anything else, it looks like. He just didn't even focus on astrology points, which I don't think is a terrible idea. But then he ends up with having a little bit more gold than he can handle at the end. Okay, but back to the faction law points. Yeah, hero tail, so the morale was good and even better. So he focused on the crossbowmen and the swordsmen, and of course the cavalry. Didn't put any extra points into any of these other creatures. Long range combat and melee. See, I consider swift reflexes to be pretty good. Maybe not worth the cost, in his opinion. Vengeful strike, encouragement. So morale on top of morale. A couple of additional stats for themselves. Yeah, coinage reform. Oh, that's why he's getting so much gold. That's an additional 40% gold right there. Didn't take any of the gems. I guess he wasn't going for angels, so he didn't really care. Then Hero's Blessing. Friendly creatures gain 25% of the hero's spell power and knowledge as attack and defense respectively. That's, yeah. I mean, that's just additional stats. All your temple heroes can learn spells of any tier. I mean, I don't know how much that really factored into what he did. I don't think he cast any spells but Daylight Magic. He did cast, I mean, at the very end, he cast Summon Star Child, but I think he already knew he won. He was just having fun. Which, good for him, he earned it. Good for him, he earned it. But yeah, in general, he did a better job of focusing on his win conditions, which, remember, his win conditions were swordsmen, cavalry, and the stringers. There wasn't a lot of wasted movement otherwise. I'll bet you, let's see. $466,000. 441,000. So he still had more law points than I did, which is actually really surprising, especially since I took insight. Well, I don't have it now, but I took insight with a sagacity, and so I earned additional faction law points whenever I fought a fight. I mean, well, yeah, okay, but then he just fought that many more fights than me. Like, just, again, look at how much of his space he cleared out. Okay. What else do I have to learn from you? What else can I learn from you? I'll have to go back and look at Battle 1 and Battle 2. I'll have to go back and look at Battle 1 and Battle 2. That's all there is to it. I do want to check out one other thing here. Go to Cold Spring. I do just want to see what I missed out on at the university, because if it had thaumaturgy in there, I might need to do a much better job of focusing on universities than I have so far. But wouldn't have done it this time. Were there other universities I just wasn't familiar with or aware of? Maybe. There's probably one up in this area. But yeah, thaumaturgy is just so good. There you go. So +1 to his primal spells. I had something similar, but I didn't pick it up. It was somewhere. Anyway. Oh, this was Celestial Sash of Bliss. I find it really, really difficult to get these artifacts all together. I don't know. Anyway, what laws did he have? Anyway, there it is. Lord Shadowwing, how's your request list coming along? It's not coming along at all right now. I'm stupid busy at work, and I'm honestly having a lot of fun with Olden Era. And so a lot of things have kind of been put on the back burner at the moment. Oh, we disconnected from chat a while ago. That's sad. Well, folks, at this point, I'm learning a lot still, and I'm having fun. And you know what? For the first 30 games I played, I didn't have a lot of close games, which felt horrible, right? For the first 30 games I played a PvP, like either I was getting crushed or people were crushing me and there was no back and forth. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm actually getting at a level where I think that I'm actually where I need to be. Like MMR wise and getting appropriate like ranked skill. And I think it's at that level you actually start to improve and have more fun with the game. If you're just stomping people, it's not fun. If you're just getting stomped, it's not fun. But so far, so good. Having fun. And yeah. Amazing that somehow this single hero mode still took 3 hours. Alrighty. Folks, it's time for me to go. Appreciate the time, appreciate the energy, so thank you very, very much. I'll catch you on the next one. Do me a huge favor till I see you next time. Look after you, look after your friends, look after your family. Take very good care of yourselves, because if you don't, who will? It looks like we did drop chat at the very end there, so my internet kicked off. Oh well, the YouTube video will still work out just fine. So hopefully we'll catch everybody later, and that'll be it for the day. And I'm out. Bye, everybody.